Hello. Happy Monday to everyone who I didn't wish a happy Monday yet during co-working, and I hope you're all doing so well.
8
Lena!
months. Yay.
Thank you so much for the 8 months. Holy butts, that's a long time. That's almost a Twitch baby. I will add you to our subboard in a bit. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Let me make sure to see who got first crew today. Let me say hello to everyone. I see first crew home surf, Micah, Esther, Squeaks, and Tommy Ann. Congratulations on snatching one of the first 5. I hope you guys enjoy. You're part of the cool crew of today. Thank you all so much for being here early as I was starting the stream. Let me say hello to all of you. Micah, welcome in. Mai, welcome in. Homesurf, welcome in. Esther, welcome in. Squeaks, welcome in. Brittany, welcome in. Tommy Ann, welcome in. Pada, welcome in. Kelly, welcome in. Siofra, welcome in. Kayeva, welcome in.
No.
Sophia, welcome in.
I do not.
Evie, welcome in. Thank you
with
so
my
much for the
shoes
200
on.
bits. Just in case, you know, good that you check.
Sorry,
Thank you
gotta
so much
check,
for making sure that we all know. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome in. Flux, welcome in. Riri, welcome in. Nildrith, welcome in. Kate, welcome in. Ava, welcome in. Mark, welcome in. Huff, welcome in. Lena, thank you so much again for the 8 months. I appreciate that a ton. Thank you, thank you. Molly, welcome in. Robin, welcome in. Nymphleora, welcome in. Joe, welcome in. Capricorn, welcome in. Rogue, welcome in. Let me scroll up to make sure that I said hi to everyone. Lasira, welcome in. It's good to see you. Let's see. Gray, welcome in. It's good to see you. Kabason, welcome in. It's good to see you. Tori, hi. It is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's see. I think, Kayeva, did I say hi to you? Welcome in. It's so good to see you. I think I said hi to everyone. If you are here and I didn't say hi to you, but you want me to say hi, please make sure to say hi to me in chat. Scream hello and then I'll say it back. Also, is it Sim Ciara? Let me know if I say that correctly. Welcome in. It's so nice to meet you. I saw the pictures on the Builders Game Discord after their final result. It's so good. I'm so glad you like it. I will definitely show as well. I'm gonna start the Sims part today with like kind of showcasing the build that I finished over the weekend. Screams, Robin, hello. I said hi to you. I'm pretty sure. But hi. I say hi again. Take double hi. Let's go. Cece, hi. It is good to see you. Jellyfish, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Did you change your name? Or do we now have 2 jellyfishes and that's going to confuse me? Toot is here to say hello to everyone. Hey, Toot. You love chat, don't you? Every single time chat's here, you're like, I want to be there too. Can I hang out with the cool kids, Mom? Please? You just want to be one of the cool kids, don't you? How did you do those stairs? A lot of tool, and I used a little stepping stone from Spade. So they're all like individually placed steps, and I all placed them with tool. Good morning. Good morning. It is, I always love it when I realize that it's like 7 p.m. for me and people are just waking up. I realized this when I was in Vegas last year and I got a Discord notification of my own videos posting. I always post my videos at 7 p.m. or I actually moved it to later after this. I now post them at 8 p.m. But I used to post my videos at 7 p.m. for me. And I was in Vegas and I got that Discord notification at 10 a.m. in the morning. And I was like, hold on. This is like the weird reality of time zones just pushed in my face, you know? Yeah, I gotta pick the eye boogies. She always has eye boogies. I don't know why. I asked the vet about this and they were like, yeah, she just has, like, her eyes are apparently quite deep in her little tiny head. So she just gets eye boogies. Little kissy for you on the nose. Because I was watching the VOD. I hope I could see you do them. No, I unfortunately did them off stream. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. And thank you for that follow as well. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I did those stairs off stream, but they will be in the speed build that I'm gonna publish on my YouTube. That speed build might take a while though, because I'm kind of using the Builders Games videos as filler videos for when I'm like traveling and stuff. But I did record it. I just didn't do it on stream. So it will be in there. I wonder if she'll hit you with, yeah, she hit me with my tail. Hi, Raven. Hello. I hope you're doing so well. And hi, Lena. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. If you could send me your flight number, I might be able to arrange something. I'll see, Robin. The thing is, I'll see how I feel on that day if I'm like up for company. And that's nothing personally against you, but I know that when I'm traveling, I also kind of like to be in my own bubble and kind of just zone out. So I will like text you, send you a message if on that day I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm feeling really social and I'm up for it, but
sweetie.
maybe I'll just be like in my goblin bubble of me being in my sweatpants and not talking to anyone, because I kind of like traveling for that reason, because I like traveling by myself, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. I enjoy that part. I'm like, oh, I get to spend 12 hours not talking to anyone. So I'll send you a text whether I'm up for it. No, that's completely fine, Robin. That's completely fine. Please don't worry about it. It's very sweet that you wanna do that. Also Lottie, hi, and Charlie, hi. It is good to see both of you. The kitties are doing good. Tooth is here trying to secure a spot on my lap. Yeah, the introvert experience. It really comes out when I'm traveling. Also, Gloopy Wizard, hi. I hope you're doing so well. Isn't she the cutest? She knows. I think she knows that the camera's on. She'll just be like extra cute. Hey, dude. Thank you for the kiss. I appreciate it. Thank you. Also, kind of crazed. Hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It is nice to meet you. She actually had a very wet nose, so now I have a wet nose too. Powering through audiobooks is my to-go-to travel activity. I love like listening to ASMR and reading and just listening to music, but also
I'm gay.
I'm gay. Hi, Bonnie. It is good to see you. And Coco Loco, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. I also just really enjoy sitting in an airport, just watching people. But like for my little corner, I'll have like my coffee and I'll just sit there and I'll be like, just chilling. I love that. I don't know why. It's like one of those people. It's just like, you know, airports are a fascinating place on the planet because people show up in the randomest of ways at an airport. Like some people fully dressed, makeup, everything, and then you see people that look like they've been living on the street for a week. And I love that balance. It's so raw. Like it really shows who someone is if you encounter them in an airport. Because for some reason, people return to like their truest selves when they're traveling for some reason. Also, Blob, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Good luck with the editing, Gray. You got this. Enjoy Zumba class. Enjoy. I used to go to the mall. Oh, the mall is one of those places too. Yeah. Works just like an airport. Just finishing decorating the abandoned house and turning it into a steampunk house. That sounds so cool. That sounds literally so cool. That sounds so creative. Watching the world move in airports, it's fun. I know. I'd like to work at an airport. But like, not as flight crew. I'd like to work. This is also something about me. I swear, every single time I say this out loud, I'm like, I don't know how I have not been diagnosed with autism yet. Because I love knowing how things work. Like, the kind of, you know, when the places, like the back, kind of like the backstage of things that you don't get to see. That's like one of my favorite parts of the world. Not just of airports. I loved working on movie sets because I got to see things that other people didn't get to see. It was like quite literal behind the scenes. I love, as a kid, I've always been obsessed with what happens underneath a pool. Like, I need to understand how the water in the pool is filtered and where it goes and what that looks like. My favorite topic when I was studying facility management was buildings, and then specifically big building installations. Not because I care how aircon works. Like, I don't want to repair it. No. I just want to go to the rooms where all the big machines are that no one else gets to see. Like, I want to see the places that are, like, hidden from the public eye to be able to understand how it works. And then as soon as I understand how it works, I'm also I kind of lose interest. Like, I wouldn't want to work there for forever, but I want to work there for like a couple of months until I understand it. And then I'm like, I'm good. Thank you. I always thought I was just nosy, but it's not just the part that I'm nosy. I want to understand it. And I enjoy places that I understand. Like, one of the main reasons I got drawn into content creation in the first place is because I wanted to understand how streamers worked. I was like, how does this work? Like, how does one go live from their room? And like, how do they broadcast? And like, what kind of software do they use? And what does it look like? Like, one of my favorite things is seeing people set up. I love going to streamers' houses and seeing how they stream. It's like, I don't know why, but I just need to know. And look where we are now. Surprise. Technische I'm always asking him stuff. Exactly, but it's so interesting. Also, Angel Gaming, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Katie, welcome in. It's good to see you. And Kathy, welcome in. I don't think I said hi to you, Kathy, today. I said hi to you earlier on co-working stream, but now I'm starting to doubt myself. Yeah, the secret control rooms. Also, yeah, the comorbidity between ADHD and autism is very high. My sister actually has both. And I'm pretty sure that my mom has ADHD and my dad has autism, but they've never formally been diagnosed, but it has to come from somewhere. I've actually recently asked my doctor if we could start up the process of not necessarily specifically getting an autism diagnosis, but like getting more specific help, because ever since getting diagnosed with fibro and EDS, I've been struggling a lot. It's almost like there was a little light switch in my brain where when they said in treatment that I was supposed to look after my body and feel like what was going on, they flipped the switch and I can't turn it off anymore. But it's like I'm constantly, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. It 100% unmasking, but like a very brutal flip the switch unmask. It's like there was a mask that I wasn't even aware of. And the moment they made me aware of it, there was no going back. So I'm chronically overstimulated by my own body now, which is terrible. I hate it. I think I was already chronically overstimulated by my own body. I just wasn't aware. But now I'm aware. And it's really annoying. So I was like, yeah, I think I need some help. I went to my GP last week. I was like, I think I need a referral. I need some help like navigating this, because I'm driving myself insane. This is not working. I'm like, for the first time in my life, I'm open to trying medication, because I always thought that I could do it without, and now I'm like, no, I can't. I need something to shut my head up. But I'm like, if I'm already going to go down that path and I'm going to go see like a psychologist again, and we're going to talk about all these things, I'm kind of like debating whether I want to throw in there that I would like to get tested for autism, because I think there's like so many things that I resonate with, specifically things that my sister tell me. And I'm like, shit, this is so me, especially the duality of both, of like having ADHD and autism. I'm like, the internal struggle of I need routine, because otherwise I will get horrendously stressed and I will feel very uncomfortable. But at the same time, I need novelty and adventure and like interaction and people. But also, I don't want to talk to people because I don't understand them and they're difficult. Oh my goodness. I was like, this is me. This has been me my entire life. And it results in me going like all out on my ADHD and then completely crashing because my whatever side it is cannot handle that. When someone mentioned that sneezes must be overwhelming for me, I've been dead whenever. Oh no. So, isn't it weird when something just like unlocks in your brain and you're like, fuck yeah, that's overwhelming to me. But thanks for pointing it out because now I'm aware. But as soon as you know, and yeah, exactly, home serve. That's also what my sister said. She was like, I had a hunch, but then as soon as it got confirmed, you realize how big it is, like how much of your life it influences. Going on with my body and things happen, so I couldn't imagine being hyper focused. It's really intense. Especially if you experience chronic pain and you're like laser focused on everything going on in your body. It's been quite a challenge in the past couple of months. To a point where I've been like actively, like I've been in bed crying, completely getting a meltdown because I just literally I was experiencing like an itch or something. And it's like it goes in ups and downs. So some days I'm completely fine. And then there's days where I just barely can get anything done because all I can think about is the fact that, I don't know, my little toe hurts. It's so weird. But I already have so many diagnoses that I'm good not knowing. That's so valid, Cece. I kind of feel that. I remember when I started streaming, I saw people on Twitter with like multiple labels in their bio. And I was like, oh, damn, that must be like, how did you get there? Like, how did you get so many labels? And it wasn't from like a judgmental place. It was genuinely just like a curiosity of like, how does one get that many labels? Like, how does that work? Because before I started streaming, I only had a label ADHD and like I was at the doctor's office a lot, but that was it. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm turning into one of those people with a lot of labels. You're always so cheerful. I guess that's because I genuinely, when I'm streaming, I feel like it's one of those moments where I don't feel that overwhelmed because I have something else to focus on. I think it's mostly whenever I need to wind down and relax. That's the moment where it kind of comes crashing down. Also, Sarah, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Jojo, did I say hi to you? I'm now starting to doubt myself. I saw you coming in, but now I'm like, I'm not sure. Exactly, Nymphleora. Yeah, once the pain hits me. Yeah, exactly. It's also one of those weird things where I bruise very easily. That's probably my EDS, by the way. Because apparently if you have EDS, you can bruise very easily because the connecting tissue in your skin doesn't work well. I have bruises so often, and I know it's an ADHD thing of like hurting yourself but not remembering when it happened. But like I don't even have to do something really weird to get quite a big bruise. So especially my legs are so often covered in like insane bruises. And I'm like, I don't know how I got these. And I've had people that were like asking me about, what did you do? Did you fall? And I'm like, no, I probably just bumped into something, but I don't remember. Which is very strange to have to explain to people why there's like a bruise this big on your foot or something and you don't remember. Yeah, the quiet always brings the chaos. Exactly. So that's also where for me, like listening to music or listening to ASMR and stuff really helps because it kind of drowns out the quiet and I get to focus on something. So for anyone like this week, I'm home alone, which means that I'll probably be consuming ASMR at like a wild rate because I need it to fall asleep. If I'm like with Scott, I can just kind of talk to him until I fall asleep. But if I'm by myself, like what am I going to do? Just listen to my body all the time? Doesn't work. Had therapy for it, and after years we got stuck. Then tests for autism started and were confirmed. That is wild that they went from DID to autism. I guess in the end they are all like in a way interconnected because some of them present with very similar symptoms and it's sometimes really hard to pinpoint where those symptoms come from. But that's wild. I've actually learned in like the past couple of years, I've learned so much more about DID. Or I'm guessing, is it the same multiple personality disorder and DID? Because that's dissociated identity. Is it? No, wait. Now I'm starting to doubt myself for this abbreviation. But we all know that me and abbreviations are not great friends. But there's this one account, which is super interesting to follow. It's the same thing. Okay. I was like, for a second, I assumed, and then I realized, wait, hold on. Am I making the right assumption? Thank you for the stretch. Oh. Could DID be a personality disorder? I think DID stands for dissociated identity disorder. Oh. It's like where you have like where your brain, because of trauma, splits into multiple personalities to keep you safe. I actually didn't know it was a trauma response. I learned that in like the past couple of years because of this account. I think it's dissociated, it's called. And it's a real interesting account to follow if you want to learn more about DID, because they talk about it super openly. And I learned so much about like systems and where it comes from and like how it develops. And I had no idea. Do you have a link? Yeah, of course. Wait, let me actually find it. I think it's one of the biggest accounts about DID on YouTube, actually. Hold on, I need to find it. Yeah, it's called Dissociated. And then the end is like DID. I'll post the link in chat. They actually got a lot of attention from an interview that they did with Anthony Padilla. And they explained it so well, and I kind of fell down the research trap of learning a lot about DID. Yeah, that's how you found them. Same, Bella. Also, Tiger Babu, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm slightly confused by your message. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure what to say to that. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, the one with Anthony's really good. It's a really good interview. Not just with them, but with like everyone involved in that interview. I think is also related to split personality disorder. I think they're the same, or at least from what I understand from DID, is that it's basically what happens is you experience something really traumatic, and then your brain literally cuts connections between your still developing personalities to make sure that like certain parts of your brain or certain parts of your personality are sheltered from that trauma. And that split is so hard and so abrupt that what happens if you grow up as like, you know, a person without experiencing any trauma, your personalities merge. So every kid actually has multiple personalities. As you're growing up, there's like different parts of your brain that kind of almost function separately. There's like a protector, and there's like different roles. And all of those roles eventually, as you grow up, merge into one personality. That usually happens between the age of 6 and 9. But if you experience anything like very traumatic prior to the age of 6, or in between that process of your personalities merging, then what can happen is that your brain literally just kind of stops that process of your personalities merging and kind of stores the trauma away with one of them. And then all the other ones get to develop freely without trauma. And depending on how early your trauma happens, you have like a couple of fragments, like a couple of personalities, or you have like a lot of them because it happened really early on and all of your personalities were already very split. It's really interesting. It's like, it's one of those things that I think there's a lot of stigma around it. A lot of people don't know about it, and therefore there's a lot of judgment, I think. I mean, I was one of those people. I wasn't necessarily judging from like a place of, I think, nastiness, but just a place of unknowingness. Like, you don't know. And there's a very stereotypical image in the media as well, like movies like Split and stuff. Like they portray this picture of something that's just completely incorrect. And it's wild to me that that is like, okay. Like, imagine if they portrayed people, well, I guess that happens too. I think it's just in maybe a less harmful way, but I guess people with ADHD and autism also get portrayed in like really weird ways in media, which I feel like with autism specifically, it's usually they get portrayed like very childlike, which is also weird. It creates this really weird narrative that everyone with autism is like a kid. Also, hi Rosalia, it is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. My favorite showcase of kiddos switching is the difference between behavior in school versus how they act at home. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like one of those things. And I also think you can see it very clearly. Obviously, like some of the things is also everyone switches in behaviors. Like everyone kind of pushes forward a certain aspect of their personality in different situations. But I think with children, it can be like really acute and really almost black and white, like going from completely one sort of behavior completely to something else that's almost the opposite of it, where is usually in adults that is far more gradual and a lot less kind of like a flip the switch situation. Yeah, with people ADHD that is out of control all the time. The amount of times I heard people tell me, you can't have ADHD. And I'm like, why not? Because you're not hyperactive. You don't constantly fall off your chair. You don't keep jumping up and down. Like, I had so many primary school teachers tell me, like, we are confused that you have ADHD. And I'm like, that's because you have an image in your brain of what it's supposed to look like, but it doesn't look like that. Like, if you could look inside my head, you would realize that I'm actually very hyperactive. It's just in here. You don't see it. They stopped using ADD and replaced it with ADHD. I think it kind of makes sense, as in there's just different variants of ADHD. Just like with autism, they also got rid of the labels like Asperger's and they just have everything as autism now, but it's a spectrum. And I think in the end, with having very narrow different labels, it can also be hard to diagnose people because if you don't exactly fit that one label, whereas if you make the label a little bit broader and accept that it's a spectrum and that within that spectrum, there's a lot of differences. I think with ADHD, I can see why they now have different types on the spectrum of ADHD. It's in our mind more. Exactly. Yeah. Was based on men. Yep. Unfortunately, a lot of healthcare, mental health care is based on men, and it kind of sucks. Thought I might have many different diagnoses, but I've diagnosed with so many mental and physical things, and I'm like, if I like Legos way too much, I just like Legos way too much. That's also so valid. I think in the end, I've always said this about labels and diagnosis. It is useful if it helps you. And with that, I mean, if it gives you access to specific care, to specific medication, to specific help, to specific facilities, or anything that you need, if it helps you to educate yourself more, if it helps you to learn about yourself and how you work, if it helps you in validating that certain things are not in your control, then labels are all completely fine. As soon as it gets to a point where you're like, people are diagnosing me simply to put me in a box and I don't feel comfortable with that, then there is never any pressure to get a diagnosis. The most important thing is that it helps you. And at a point where you are like, it doesn't help me anymore, I'm actually good at the point where I am in my life. I understand myself enough to create a life that works for me. That's all that in the end should be important. You should never like get diagnoses or labels or anything to just for the label, I guess. Or because other people expect you to. I think that's also something that happens a lot, as far as like people don't take you seriously or take who you are as a person and your symptoms seriously if you don't have an official label. I'm like, no, you are the person who knows yourself best. And the most important thing is that you understand yourself and what you could potentially have enough to create a life and a space that is safe for you and that have people that understand. He got diagnosed with ADHD because he kept being distracted and falling off his chair at school. Turns out he's epileptic. Shut up. No. How? That is... Oh my God. I'm so sorry that's potentially the worst misdiagnosis ever. I hope he's okay. 100% mistake. 100%. Yeah. Especially women. But I think just in general, like anyone who doesn't necessarily present following any of the gender stereotypes. Like, I think there's also, I see this in my partner, for instance. My partner is a very, like, soft, not very, like, extremely macho, masculine man. And he, I think, got overlooked a lot with his emotions and things that he experienced in his, like, he has a very rich inner emotional world. And it got very missed when he was a kid because he is a guy. So it's almost like the gender stereotypes are like harmful for anyone, apart from the people that fit exactly in the gender stereotype, which actually I think there's more people that don't fit into it than people that do, but hey. Exactly, Nymphleura. Yeah, very icky with asparagus. Also, I love that you're all saying preach, but I don't remember what. Oh, it was from a minute ago. So, okay, I remember what I said a minute ago. Something quite unfortunate is how much comorbidity PTSD and ADHD share. Absolutely. I think a lot of people that are neurodivergent, not just ADHD, but any neurodivergent person. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Is like we are very prone to experiencing trauma very young in our lives because people don't understand how we work. We don't understand how we work. So we also don't know how to advocate for ourselves. So I think a lot of people get damaged quite early, and then the PTSD comes sneaking in. And PTSD is very complex. Like on its own, PTSD is complex, but then I think you have a whole extra flavor added into the mix if you also have a neurospicy brain. Hasn't had seizures in years, and he's been managing his anxiety, which used to lead him to seizures. I'm so glad to hear that he's doing okay. I'm glad they caught it eventually. That's good. That I presented like a woman when it came to autism. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, I guess, from a therapist, because it kind of reinforces the gender stereotypes. As in, like, no, you present with autism. That's like, it shouldn't matter how you present, whether it's male or female, or like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense that they have to classify that. But I guess in psychology, that's also, it's like weird, because I'm also advocating for like the studies specifically towards women, because I'm like, it's also necessary to understand the differences in gender. So it's like this weird kind of middle ground of like, it matters, but it shouldn't matter, you know? I was super confused with it and did not feel like it made sense at all. And so I did the closest people say in my life. Really? You don't resonate. I mean, that's also fair. If you don't resonate with a label or diagnosis, if you don't feel like it's correct, that's also just as valid. I think that's something that I've also very much noticed with my physical health is I've seen a lot of doctors at this point, and a doctor can test a lot, but a doctor can never tell you how you're feeling. So if you feel like something isn't right, or you feel like there's something that doesn't sit with you correctly in terms of your diagnosis or in terms of what needs to happen, you don't stop advocating for yourself. Like, you are the only person who can experience what is going on in your body. But I'm okay with being neurospicy. Yeah, in the end, it's just like we need a little bit of a different life map, you know? Everyone, when they're born, they get a life map. You know, they get raised by people and they tell them how to navigate life. And if you're neurospicy, you just need a different life map. And if you're lucky, you find people that either understand you, or people that inspire you, or people that are close or maybe a bit further away that can kind of help you in figuring out what that life map is. It might be a bit more tailored, might be a bit more personal than a general life map. It's not something that you can just find on the internet and be like, okay, if this is how I do it, then I don't have ADHD. But in the end, it's not like you cannot live a happy and fulfilling life if you have one, two, or many labels. In the end, it's just about figuring out what your life needs to look like for you to be happy. Exactly, Mystic. Exactly. Yeah, they eventually hurt everyone, which is sad. I saw a new therapist for 3 times, realized it was not gonna work, and then they sent me a letter. Oh, that's really strange, Lena. Unfortunately, you're not the first story I've heard like this, though. Scott unfortunately also had similar experiences where therapists didn't really help them. Yeah, exactly. It makes you very prone to trauma. I cannot speak anymore. Can absolutely traumatize you. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's go home serve. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoy it. And also, Coco Pop, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I can't speak anymore. I'm starting to stumble over my words. I think that's a cue for me to open The Sims. I'm gonna show you guys my build, and then we're gonna play some Not So Berry, because I've been yapping again for 40 minutes, and I know I'm Queen of Yaps because it's in my name, but But at the same time, I don't know if I'm the way I am because of psychological bullying in school when I was young, or if my brain is actually ND or not. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. I think again, like stress or PTSD or like trauma can mimic itself towards neurodivergence, and sometimes it's correlated. Sometimes you got that trauma because you're neurodivergent, and sometimes you have a trauma and it presents with things that are like neurodivergent symptoms. So it can be a really difficult thing to navigate of like what comes from where and what is causing what, you know, like what is the cause and what is the result of that. So that makes total sense, Erica. That makes total sense. Also, Sophie, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, 40 minutes just went by like 2 seconds. I know. This is every single time we start to yap about things like neurodivergence, time just flies by. Okay, also I started up the game, but it's loading, so it's not like moving very fast apparently. Hi, Hollow, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Food's ready. Can't wait to literally have nothing to do for the rest of the day. That sounds so lovely. Enjoy. That sounds really good. Also, did you guys see? I put on the purple lights for the purple generation of the Not So Berry. I came prepared today. I figured with the new lens and then this is one of my favorite color combinations, the purple with the orange. Like this is it's so cozy for some reason. It's just really, really nice. Also, I don't know what's going on with my game. Sims, are you going to actually start up or are you just going to let me wait forever? Could you, in a short paragraph, explain the Not So Berry challenge? Yes, of course. Thank you, Hollow. So the Not So Berry challenge is a legacy challenge. It's written by Lil Simsy together with one of her friends. Basically, for anyone who hasn't ever heard of a legacy challenge in general, any legacy challenge in The Sims tries to challenge you to play through 10 or multiple or like even more than 10 generations in a row. So you start with a sim and then you basically play 10 generations of the same family and you build their legacy. That's where the name comes from. The Not So Berry challenge is inspired by berry sims from The Sims 3. However, in The Sims 4, we don't have berry sims. So berry sims is like a type of a cult that was there in The Sims 3. So it is called Not So Berry Sims. The idea is that every generation has its own color. And that color should be leading in what your Sims looks like, what their house looks like, etc. And they have a little backstory and a list of goals to complete. And once you've completed their goals, you get to move on to the next story or to the next generation, basically. The link that was just posted in chat actually links to the original blog from Kayla, where she's written everything out about the rules and what you should know and everything. But we are currently on generation number 5. That is the Plum generation, so everything is very purple. Don't remember them. What packs were they from? What do you mean? Which packs were they from, Nymphlora? I'm so sorry to hear that, Lottie. I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. That really sucks. No one deserves to be bullied ever. I'm so sorry. The Berry Sims. Oh, I actually don't know. I never really played The Sims 3 enough to even know that there were Berry Sims. I just know that that's the backstory of the Not So Berry challenge. So I just know that Berry Sims were in The Sims 3 at one point, but I don't remember if they were base game or if they came with a pack or anything. But yeah, that's the very short synopsis of the Not So Berry challenge. If you have any specific questions, feel free to let me know. I will also do like a little recap. I'm first going to load into the builders games so I can show you the build, but then I will give you a little recap on what actually has happened in the Not So Berry so far, because I can imagine people jumping into it now might be like, girl, you've been playing with this save for more than 2 years. What happened? Oh, they're a style of Sims. I thought they were in a cult. I didn't know that. Interesting. But yeah, I know that they don't have to have that skin color in The Sims 4. So maybe that's why they're called Not So Berry. I don't know. Also, Ellie, did I say hi? I saw you and I'm starting to doubt if I actually said hi. Also, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the build that I finished over the weekend. And then I want to show you a couple of screenshots because I actually made some screenshots that I think are really cute to show. Some of them I already posted, but I didn't post everything, so I would like to share them. And then we're going to hop into the Not So Berry. How many Sims packs do you have? All of them. All of them. And I keep using the fact that Sims is my job as an excuse. So this is the final build. For anyone who didn't see any of this, I was participating in the Builders Games. The Builders Games are a Sims competition, a building competition made by Simmers for Simmers. And this was the build that I did for the final week. The inspiration, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. The inspiration was a lemon meringue pie. Thank you for that, Hydrate, I appreciate it. And my build is so light as meringue, that it actually is floating. Yeah. This is the finished build. I actually don't think I did a lot of extra things in the landscaping after we worked on it on stream Friday. I'm just quickly doing a spin around, but I think I didn't change anything. Oh, is the music loud? I think it's this song. I think every single time this song comes on, people say that it might be loud. But let me know if the next song is also that loud. If it is too loud, I can turn it down. I can absolutely turn down. By the way, that's never complaining. As a streamer who cannot like watch their own stream, it is so ridiculously appreciated when viewers say, hey, your mic is not on, or this is too soft, or this might be too loud. It like literally means a lot because it helps us tremendously. Also, I'm just gonna sit like a shrimp. But yeah, I will show you the inside of the build so you can kind of get an idea. So this is what we already did for thank you for the breather, Lottie. You like the mushrooms? Let's go. This is what we did downstairs. So basically, if you come up the stairs, you have the big lemon gate. And then you come in, there is the beautiful ancient lemon tree growing here. Sometimes I'm watching a stream, but I'm the only one talking, so it feels so sad when I have to leave. That's fair. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. But just know that the fact that you were chatting to begin with is already makes a huge difference for someone. I think it was a song. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that it wasn't the music all the time, but it was just this song. But yeah. I actually added more lemon vines here because never enough lemon vines. I also found this little like insect light, which I think fits really well. But this is the ancient lemon tree. Then over here, we have that little seating corner that we worked on. This is also something we did on stream. This dining area is something that we did on stream. So this is all not necessarily new, but I just wanted to make sure to show everyone. How did you do that? That's so pretty. You mean the vines, or? This build was a lot of tool and a lot of how do you say it? Patience. Just everything. Library between the columns. I'm glad you like it. That was one of those things which when I saw it, I was like, yes, that's perfect. That just makes a lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of patience. Lots and lots of patience. Because almost all of the lemons you see were hand placed. But let's actually go up the stairs. So you walk up the stairs like a little L-shaped stairs. Then when you come in, this is the bedroom. I kept the bedroom relatively simple, but again, there's lemon vines around the bed. The pumpkin footrest. Ooh, I think it is movie hangout. The default swatch has a lot of colors. But yeah, I have a little candelabra, some chairs. There's a little cabinet with some crystals. And then if you turn around, this is the part that no one has seen yet. I made this bathroom situation with like a big open bath. There's no toilet on this lot. The people that the fairy or the witch or whatever lives here they don't pee. But that's the bath. I was like, imagine taking a bath here and having this as your view. Then over here we have the kitchen, which obviously is very yellow, because it's a lemon meringue pie. Yeah, the golden bath. I was like, I never get to use this. I never ever use this bath because it's kind of out there, but for this build, it just made so much sense. It just fit perfectly. Then obviously there's also a bunch of baked goods because, well, it's the season was desserts, so not even a woohoo bush. I actually thought later that I should have added that, but I completely forgot. But don't tell anyone. No one knows. Then over here, we have a little desk where they can do their gemology or where they can actually work on their jewelry or something. It felt magical, so I decided to add it. But yeah, that's basically how I split up the room. And that's what it looks like. And then that's the final build. How will they woohoo? A bed is way too boring. You have a good point. Maybe they woohoo. Oh no, actually, I know. Look, there's a woohoo blanket in the grass. That column is holding the entire ceiling. Yep. It's a very strong column, huh? But yeah, I'm actually, hold on. I have a couple of screenshots that I want to share with you because there was one, I worked really hard on this. Took me forever. Hold on. Wait, where is it? But I was so enthusiastic when I got it to work. I was like, yes, I did it. Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, it's here. I didn't post this anywhere. Also, Sophia, welcome in. Thank you so much for checking out the Pack Legacy. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. This is another fairy row picture, but I think that this might even be like one of my favorites. You guys ready? I want to make this my wallpaper. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm walking up the stairs. I had so much fun doing this. I was having the best time. I created myself as a fairy, and then I just took like a bunch of screenshots as if I was doing a whole photo shoot with my sim self. Must have been hard. It actually, what I needed to do was I have a pose pack installed with like cottagecore poses, and I managed to basically just put a teleporter exactly where it needed to be with Tool, and then I kind of teleported myself there, and then I just posed. It is me, yeah. But it did take me to use my big brain early in the morning on a Saturday to figure this out, but I think it worked out really well. A floating spiral staircase. It's magical. It's just magical, you know? Also, wait, hold on. I have another picture that I also think turned out really cute. This one I did share, though. So for some of you, you might already have seen it. But this was another pose that I found in the pack. And actually, the pose inspired the picture. Look, I'm picking lemons. It was so much fun. I had to redo this picture like 7 times because every single time I did it, it was like just a little bit off. And I was like, no, I need to do it again. But I'm just picking lemons at night. And you can see like my camera is a little bit blocking it, but like you can see there's fireflies in the back and everything. I had so much fun with this. I called in Scott like 7 times. I was like, come. You need to see my fairy self is doing something really cool again. And at one point he was like, okay, sure. Just kind of giving up. He was like, okay, fine. I'll come look. And then he was like, oh yeah, looks cute. And then he walked out. I was like, okay, you're done. You're so done with this. Yeah, they're big lemons. They're very big lemons. Because if they were small lemons, you didn't see them. I had to just come up with a reason. They're magical lemons. But yeah, that's all of the things I did. I really enjoyed it. I had so much fun with this. I think this was a really, really good final build. Like, I'm really proud of the last build we did. Also, I saw in the Builders Games Discord, so what is going to happen is they are going to announce a winner, like a separate winner for this week. So probably on Wednesday, we will hear whether we won this week, yes or no. And then they are also going to announce an overall winner, so like the total points for everyone. Of course, I've been secretly keeping score already because I'm that person. I need to know whether I'm winning or not. And currently, I'm placed number 1 with 3 points ahead of number 2. So if we win this week, I need to win with like either the same score or they cannot have 3 more points than me because then they win. So it's gonna be a close call. It's gonna be a close call. Where do we vote? I wish you could vote. That'd be cool. But there's official judges. There is official judges. Also, Rosa, hi. It is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you've been well. Let me actually... We haven't played with a Not So Berry in such a long time. I need to give you guys an update. While my game is starting up, I'm actually gonna... I've made something. In case you guys haven't seen it, I've made something. And I'm going to show you guys what I've made. So while my game is starting up, we're actually going to take a quick look at this. So I can give you guys the rundown of what has happened so far. To a movie park in Germany, and we will go there. That is so nice. Oh my goodness. Have fun. I've never been to a movie park in Germany, but I always hear good stories about it. But yeah, this is my Not So Berry Challenge family tree. It is public, so in case you ever want to read up on what has happened in the story so far, you can just do ! Recap, and you'll get like a little link to a Pack Legacy one and a Not So Berry one, because I've been making these Legacy Challenge trees for both of them. So originally, we started our tree, or our family, with our founder called Pepper. If you click on Pepper, it actually opens an entire profile for her. You can read her entire backstory. I have written everything for like all the heirs in the challenge. I haven't written the backstory of all of the characters. That was too much work. But this is her entire backstory. She has kind of a wild backstory. A lot of my Sims do because they are adventurous. So if you're ever like, oh, I love some good storytelling, I want to read up. Please mind you, I'm not a writer. I make 7 million typos, but I did my best. Also, Jenny, welcome in. It is so nice to meet you. I hope you're doing well. And there's also a little gallery with like pictures that we took. Obviously, these pictures are like 3 years old at this point because I started playing this challenge in December 2021. So when I started, I didn't take as many screenshots. There were like a lot of things that I didn't take pictures of. Looking back, that I was like, oh, I really would have loved to take pictures, but like I tried to collect all of the pictures that I could still find. I had to dig deep on my computer to find all of these. But as the challenge progresses, I have like more and more photos of all of the Sims. So like you see them starting earlier and earlier, and you kind of see all of the things that are described in the whole storyline. I tried to find all the pictures of it. You can also see who their pet was, who they were dating and broke up with, who they eventually married. As you can see, Pepper dated Grim Reaper. They actually had a child together called Anubis. But we are currently playing with Plum Bobby. Plum Bobby is the youngest of quite a big family. He has a lot of brothers and sisters. His mom is Siri. Siri was our gray generation. And Siri had quite an adventurous love life, as you can see. She dated many people, and the reason they're all listed here is because she quite literally had babies with almost all of them. Plum Bobby is actually best friends with Yule. For anyone who watches my Pack Legacy, Yule is actually the Pack Legacy heir. So he's generation 3 of the Pack Legacy. So I'm doing a crossover between my YouTube Let's Play and my Twitch Let's Play. And by clicking over here, you actually get to see Yule's backstory as well. So if you're just watching on Twitch and you're like, I don't know who this Yule character is, then you can also read his backstory because it's fully written out because he's part of my Pack Legacy airline. He actually dated Carrie and accidentally had a baby. So we now have a kid called Henry, who I, by the way, haven't really written a backstory of because that's kind of where we left the story. His original name is Lionel, but his mom died. Very unfortunate. We had nothing to do with that. Carrie absolutely didn't die because we fed her pufferfish nigiri. That was totally not our fault. We weren't there to watch it. We didn't talk to Grim after, and it wasn't part of our aspiration or anything. How can someone accidentally have a baby? So this has been a theme in my well, just in my legacy challenges in general, because anyone who's seen the last episode of the Pack Legacy, you'll know I tend to have accidental babies. Just like IRL. Just like IRL. Sometimes you have a fun time and a baby comes out of it. Wasn't the plan, but it happens. So that's also what happened in my Sims game. We had a really fun one night stand or like date or something with Carrie, and let's just say they had a fun time, and then she showed up with a baby. Seems like Rose speaks of experience. Hey, I mean, I'm not saying I ever had a baby, but I do know how they're conceived. I'm experienced in that part. I'm going to watch your legacy after this. I love legacy challenges. I would be honored if you watch it. Also, if you feel like obviously, since you say that you love legacy challenges, but if there's like a point in the series where you're like, okay, I kind of want to skip ahead, you can do that as well. That's why I made these recaps. Hold on. If I can type, that would be great. So if there's ever like a point where you're like, oh, I'd love to actually watch, but I kind of want to just catch up on what happened before, and I don't want to watch everything. You can just come in here, and again, you can read like the whole backstory and everything. What's the small circle left to the left of Plum Bobby and some of his siblings? You mean this? I have yet to find out. It is a feature that lets you like isolate a certain sim in a family tree and like zoom in on them, I guess. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And it shows up on some of them. No. Oh, that little circle. Yeah. This is the pets. So this is like Shadow. That's his cat. And also you can see that these two sims never had Shadow because Shadow was only adopted after these two sims already moved out. But yeah, that's what I have. In case you like this and you're like, ooh, I love family trees. I'd love to make something like this. I am actually affiliated with the Sims tree. So the website that I built this on, if you use my link and my referral code, you actually get a very nice discount on a yearly subscription. Please note that I'm also just using the service because I genuinely think it's good. I'm not promoting it because I think that I'm sponsored, and that's not the reason I'm promoting it. I'm promoting it because I genuinely think it's a really good service and I enjoy using it. And I'm very happy that I got affiliated with them because I was already using it. So, don't like kids that much. That's valid, HomeServe. That's valid. Is it possible to get The Sims on mobile? Unfortunately, not. No. There is a Sims mobile. Like, there is like a Sims mobile game, but it's not The Sims. It is not The Sims, unfortunately. It is, but it isn't. I'm not sure if that makes sense. It's a mobile version of the game. But if you have a computer at your disposal, it is free. The Sims 4 base game is free. So if you ever do decide to play, you can also run it on a relatively low-end PC. So if you want to try it out, then you can always check it out. Also, I realized that Henry is already a kid, so we need to take a screenshot of him so I can add him to the family tree. It looked like a lizard. Valid. That's a very very appropriate species for Shadow. Honestly, I guess if Shadow was a lizard, that would also work because lizards and Shadow are both a bit weird. Also, thank you, Hollow, for that wonderful clip. I'm glad I got to do some education on stream today. But yeah, so for anyone who's wondering where we left off with the story, we have a kid named Henry. We are going to adopt another kid. The storyline goes as follows. We haven't played it, but we have thought it out. He's going to adopt a kid that comes into the hospital. The storyline is going to be that that kid's parents have actually passed away in an accident or something. Something happened to the parents, and the kid actually survives. And then he feels so bad for the kid that he's going to adopt the kid because he works in the hospital as a doctor. He will eventually switch. He's not going to work as a doctor for his entire life. He will eventually switch and become a dancer. But yeah, he lives in this house, which... Game lag, hello. Which also might look familiar, because this house is where I also play with my Pack Legacy Challenge. They live in the same house. That's how I'm integrating those storylines into each other. Oh, look, Siri is here. This is his little room. Again, it's very, very purple. This is actually the room for Yule. So for anyone who's watching my Pack Legacy, you'll always see me playing in this room. But this is Plum Bobby's room, and this is his little bathroom. And then Henry actually has a room downstairs, which I just realized. I actually think Henry aged up into a child literally right at the end of the previous stream, because this room is still the room for a toddler. So I'm going to have to do a little room upgrade. What, Gray? Oh, I only read your second message. I was like, wait, what? Hi, Elsa. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Hello, hello. It's been more than an hour and we only just opened The Sims. Welcome to my streams, I guess. No, I usually try to open the game around 30 minutes into stream. But today we yapped a bit extra, and I wanted to make sure to give some context. I wanted to make sure to tell a little bit about the story that we're playing, because we haven't played with this save for, I think, like 6 weeks. And in those 6 weeks, a lot of new friends have found the stream. So I wanted to make sure that people that haven't been here before actually have a little bit of context, because otherwise you just kind of fall into a story and you have no clue what's going on. One of the rarest birds in India, and seen in India after 100 years? No way. That's really cool that you got to see that. That must be one of those, like, bucket list moments. I love that for you. But do you guys want to start by giving his room a little makeover? Because I think if we have a kid, I think it's also quite late during the day. He will have to go to sleep soon. So let's go give his room a bit of a makeover. Okay, I already have my CC turned on. Great, because I will definitely be using custom content. I don't use that when I do my regular builds, but when I do builds for gameplay, then I love my CC. Just to see it on Saturday and came home on Sunday. I love that. That's so cool that you're so like dedicated to bird watching. What's CC? It stands for custom content, and it's basically items that you can download for free that are made by creators in the Sims community. And it gives you a bunch of extra furniture and stuff. So things that don't come with packs, but basically just are free. That's, I guess, the best explanation. So for instance, this bed, it's not part of the game. I downloaded it for free. I actually, if you're ever interested, I do have a complete beginner's guide to custom content on my YouTube channel. So if you're like, ooh, that sounds like something I'm super interested in. Oh, that's the top bed. Yeah, that's the bunk bed one. I need the normal one. But then I can highly recommend checking that out. CC is not complicated. It's not hard to use, but it does help if you understand a little bit what you're doing. And like the differences in terminology used and like, oh no. Those beds disappear and I cannot use them because they actually glitch out my game. I just realized. I've had this problem before. So that's one of the things that can happen with CC. If you download CC that might be broken, it can actually glitch your game, which can be relatively frustrating. I think I'll keep the color swatches. I really like this this kind of... Well, it's not really a theme that's going on, but a lot of dark blue. I enjoy that. I like it. So I think I actually might keep that. Although I will probably add some extra color in here as well. Like the green, what I'm adding now. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. I can check for you who it's from. It's from Harry. It's from the Coastal Collection from Hey Harry. Also, hi Moonlight. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. Hello, hello. But I like the idea of kind of, I think this rug is like the main inspiration, which is funny because this rug actually doesn't have any dark blue in it. So we have a little desk for Henry to do his homework. We have a toy box, which is really nice for kids. We have a animal that they can hug and talk to, which is also really nice. Then we have some cute boots, which I think is adorable. Also, hi Ashley. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it goes well though. That's what I think. It works. It kind of, the dark blue and then all these colors kind of brings it together. We have this little play kitchen, which I always think is really cute. Kids can like pretend to cook on there. And it's functional. There's like a whole animation to it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I love your username. But let's see. I think a dollhouse is also very useful if you have a kid. I actually have these like small dollhouses, which I always like to use because they're a little bit easier to place. Funnily enough, I like to size them up, which is ironic because they're like small dollhouses, but I feel like then they still make more sense size-wise, you know? Love this house. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bathroom. There's a bathroom over here. In the hallway. There's a little bathroom with a shower, a sink, and a toilet. So that's already covered. Has a cut back. You mainly use gameplay mods. That's fair. That's fair. I have a lot of both because I have issues. I just love my CC. I also do have to say that I very often think this to myself, but like I literally play The Sims for a living. And because of that, because I play it for a living, I have a very high-end PC. Which I also like I invested in as it being part of my career, and I also do editing and live streaming and everything, so then it's kind of helpful to have that. But I always have to keep in mind that like whenever I'm like, oh, you can play with a lot of mods and a lot of CC, I'm always trying to keep in mind that like that's not necessarily an option for everyone. Not everyone wants to spend crazy amounts of money on their computer just to play The Sims Row. I know there's lots of us, but not everyone. Not everyone is in a place that they can do that. I'm like kind of trying to figure out how I want to place this. I love platforms. You'll be building the Gen 5 restaurant. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Does the chair still work if it's placed like this? I think actually it won't work, and that's frustrating. Maybe we can put this in the hallway. I was just about to say, I know there's something there, so that doesn't really work. We could place it over here. It's like a little bit of a weird placement, but I feel like it's realistic because the whole point is that this house wasn't necessarily built for a kid. They just using the spare room downstairs to have some space for the kid, but it wasn't really the goal that this house... It's supposed to be a bachelor pad, which now in my Not So Berry has a baby, and in my Pack Legacy has a baby, so... Breaxis! Love that name. Love that name. I'm here for that. Ooh, I also have this science stable. I've never used this one. It's really cute. It's from Ciboulette. Very nice. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything. Maybe we can add a little swing set outside. Considering we already have the basketball field, I think it also makes sense that there is a bit of a swing set, right? Like that doesn't feel necessarily out of place to have there. I did, yes. I got rid of the potty. I never used the high chairs because they're always super tedious. So I kind of always leave it. Also, I installed a mod, which I set up in my Pack Legacy, but maybe we can set it up here. Ooh, a kid's bike. I like that idea a lot. Yes, let's go for it. We can just park it in front because I have a bunch of bikes already, so I can just add like a little kid's bike over here. I have a mod now that allows you to assign lot traits or lot challenges, I have to say correctly, And what it basically does, it allows you to transform residential rentals into multi-purpose lots. So we have Brute the Lights, for instance, and if I add that to this rental unit, what happens is in the shared spaces, so anything that's marked as a shared space, this lot will have its own barista, available from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening, for all self-employed people looking for a bit of company, coffee and bubble tea lovers, and people who simply want to relax with a good book. If I add this to this lot, what will happen is during 8 a.m. in the morning and 8 p.m. at night, a barista will actually show up at this lot to make coffee, and other people from the world will like visit this lot as if it's a community lot. And they will only hang out in shared spaces. So anything that isn't marked as shared, they will not enter. And what we can do is we can like lock the front door so that they won't actually enter our house, but they'll only enter this space. Also, hi down in Simsland, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I guess I know this one. Yeah, I guess. I guess you know it. Let me actually quickly get the link so that I can share it with you guys. Thank you for sharing it with me earlier. I've been meaning to put this in my game for like the longest of times. And for some reason, it took me forever to actually like do the little step of adding it to my game. What season are you at in the moment? Ooh, I will check in a second. I actually don't know from the top of my head. But let me actually get the link real quick for people in chat. I think I've not added it to my mod list yet. I still need to do that. My internet. I was going to say my internet's slow, but that's not true because I'm streaming. My browser was just slow. There we go. For anyone who is like, ooh, that mod sounds really cool. I'd like that. There's the link. And the person who made it happens to be in chat as well. Thank you so much for sharing it again. I was so cool when I saw your message. I was like, oh my god, yes, I've been absolutely looking for a mod like this. So it's perfect. So now I have to decide. I think in my pack legacy, I gave it the Brute Delights and the Fun Zone. And I think that was nice. I think that those two were good. I saw some Sims show up. Also, I had a question actually. Now that you're here, I can just ask the question. That's perfect. Do I need to assign that challenge to every single lot on the rental units? Like, do I need to give them to every single rental unit, or is one of them enough? Because in my pack legacy, I kind of just went for all of them to be sure. I can do that right now as well, but I'm curious if it needs to be all. And then if it needs to be the same as well. Or if I can kind of mix and match between the lots. If that makes any sense. Okay, but we gave the room a little makeover. There's now a bed for a kid. It is actually summer in my game. We're currently in summer. For each unit, for each to work, as the game considers each unit as a different lot when played. Okay. So basically, if I assign it to the lot that I'm playing in, and then all the others I would technically ignore, like if I don't play there, it would still work. But if as soon as I switch to any of the other lots, then it wouldn't work anymore. That makes a lot of sense. Gotcha. Because in this rental unit, for instance, I only play with one lot. So I only play with this family, and the other two are just occupied by other Sims that I do know and I do interact with, but I never play with their household in here. Instead of ooh, good tip. Hold on, let me change that. I feel so spoiled having the modder in chat. Let's use the drinking spot one then. And I'll just assign it to all of them just in case, because I know myself. I'm like, no. I'll never play with the other ones. Oh, wait, I changed the wrong one, didn't I? No, I changed the right one on this one. There we go. Let me actually save now that I did all of that work. Don't want to lose this progress, this very important progress. I did actually make the mistake in my pack legacy to accidentally assign all of this and then start playing, but then I forgot to lock my front door and like my entire living room was filled with people. And I was like, hold on. This is not what I wanted to do here. This was not my plan. Let's go back. And then I like told all of them to leave, and then I locked my front door, and then it was fine. Okay. Let's see. I needed to take a screenshot of Henry as well. I think I actually might have forgotten to take a screenshot when he was younger. So I guess he's just gonna have one picture of him as a kid now. Oh, sometimes I hate taking screenshots in The Sims so much. You know what? I'm gonna do this another way. I've actually done this with a lot of the other Sims as well. I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this part. Should only visit the share parts. Yeah, but the thing is, I've set up a lot of the things in my my living room is a shared part. Because I'm technically sharing this household with, like, I'm using it as shared space for my roomies. So I wanted the other Sims that live here to show up in the shared space as well. So basically what they're doing is they're sharing an apartment, and then all of my Sims have like their own little room. And the rooms are separated into rental units, but all the other space is shared, like the kitchen, the dining area, everything. And I kind of just solved that problem by locking the front door. So that people can only access this shared space because this is unlocked. Yeah, it's a house share. The idea in the storyline is that they used to all live in the city, and they actually used to... Plum Bobby used to live in a very crappy apartment that needed TLC, and my... Pack Legacy Sim also lived in an apartment that needed TLC. And then they kind of met at the gym in the city, and they started hanging out, and they became friends. And then my Pack Legacy also has a cousin named Yuki. And they were also looking for an apartment because they were like looking to move out of their father's place. And they kind of just became friends, and they started looking together, and they found this sort of apartment building where they're all renting a room. And they're sharing the rest of the house. So it's also been really fun. Like, I keep running into my roomies, and I keep seeing all of my Sims in the shared spaces because they technically just actually live here. And it's so much fun. Like, I'm having a great time with having that shared space for them together. I was going to take a screenshot. Let's just... Oh, that's the wrong thing. This one. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm taking a quick screenshot. There we go. Can use that as his little profile picture in the family tree. Okay, we also have a birthday cake here, which I kind of want to... No, not wedding cake topper. Birthday candles. And then I'm going to put it in the fridge so we can use it for later. Also, our mom is here cooking. And I don't know if if like Henry has formally met. No, he hasn't met his grandma. Same, Jenny. Oh my goodness. I have so many videos. It is embarrassing. That was a very cursed hug. Why did you do that? But he's just gonna chat with his grandma because I realized it's actually pretty cute. What? Why did you not? Can you finish the mac and cheese, please? I'm just checking. Okay, he actually has work in 3 days, so we have the whole weekend off. So that means that we're not going to adopt another kid until the weekend is done, or like until the weekend is over, because next week we're going to have to adopt a kid at work. For anyone wondering why we're kind of inserting that into the storyline, I have a little channel point redemption called the Wheel of Chaos. It is expensive. Every single time someone redeems it, we have to spin a wheel, or I usually do like a random number generator, and then I have a list. It's a list of 10 things that have to happen in the game. It landed twice on my Sim has to get a kid. It landed once on a Sim has to die, so that's why his mother died. And it also landed once on that he has to start a random side hustle. So on top of working in a hospital, he is now producing music. Because why not? I hope to get a lot of money from it. Sorry, yeah, Wheel of Doom. Did I say something else? Did I just misspeak? Happens to me all the time. Okay, he's actually gonna go to bed. That's fine, I guess. We also have a cat named Shadow, who is immortal, by the way. We keep resurrecting, or not resurrecting, we keep preventing him from dying. Because he died once, and I was so sad about it that we brought him back from the dead. It's a very silly cat. He's very goofy, and obviously we put him in a dino costume because it looks funny. That's the story. There you go. Sometimes I do things in The Sims without any rhyme or reason just because I want to. He is adorable, right? That's what I thought. He is such a silly little cat. Also, what did Siri do in my house? There's like food everywhere. Bestie, you're eating from my fridge. You're putting dishes around the house. Can you not like clean up after yourself? That's rude. It's rude to just litter someone else's place, you know? He's a dino, yeah. Okay. This is I made a mistake though. I put a grill on their balcony. And they keep grilling, so I keep having food here that I don't actually want. Isn't she supposed to be a neat sim? I think she's actually the opposite. Because she also keeps farting. I think my pack legacy was a neat sim. Oh my god, you're so true, Lottie. I didn't think about that. Yeah, with the little suit, it fits that he's purple. Usually people come by my house and make loads of birthday cakes. Oh, that's a bug in the game, Karifa. That's very frustrating. You could try repairing your game, seeing if that patches the bug out, because it should have been fixed. But it's a frustrating one. I've heard a lot of people complain about that bug. Didn't you go to sleep? I mean, it's fair that you decided to go get a midnight snack. I do that all the time, but I thought you were going to go to sleep. Oh, thank you for the reminder. We have a little break coming up in 5 minutes. So, I can already ask you guys, do you want words on stream today or do you want to be right back screen? Heavy learning session. You got this though. You got this, Rosalia. I'm sure of it. Be right back. Okay. We can do that. Then you guys can also take a nice break and just relax a little bit. When I visit family members' household, they start cooking nonstop despite being vampires. They're just very caring, apparently. They just want to make sure other people don't go hungry. And then if the other people are well-fed, they can feed from the well-fed people. I guess it's long-term thinking. 166-day streak? That's wild. Who made Henry the Duck? Ooh, let me actually see. I keep forgetting. I have looked it up before, but it's actually a remodel from a plush in The Sims 3. It is from a winged llama. I'll put it in chat. 500 days? Whoa, that's wild.
There's a tiny text message. A very tiny one. Please read it.
Always good to see you.
Thank you so much for the 6 months. 6 months? No, the 18 months. Why did I say 6? Because it says resubscribed for 6. Thank you so much for the 18 months. That's a double Twitch, baby. Thank you, thank you. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. I am going to add you to the sub board in a second. But also, Jenny, oh my god. I didn't even click that you're Meg's sister. But I love that. Wait, hold on. You must be the one who slapped her with the tortilla. That's like, that memory is ingrained in my brain as like one of my favorite clips on Twitch ever. I think this was right around the time I started watching Meg's stream. I met her through Justin. And I think that was like the first stream I joined. Like literally the first 5 minutes I was ever in her stream, I saw you slap her with a tortilla, and it's been my favorite clip ever since. It was golden comedy. Also, I'm just quickly gonna add Burb onto the board. Thank you so much for the 18 months. You are now a beautiful pumpkin. Right in time for the fall season. Hello? Are you gonna line out? There we go. It felt so bad. It connected so hard. It was a really, really solid slap. There we go. Thank you so much again, Burb, for the 18 months. That's such a long, long time. Actually wild. But wait, I was gonna say something. Something came to mind. Oh, I saw Evie redeem a hydrate. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you for that sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And also for the 3 months in advance. What the heck? That's literally so kind. I appreciate that a ton. Let me add you to our sub board as well. And then I am gonna go on a little BRB for the ads. Midnight Sun, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Look at your name shining on our sub board. Also, your sub badge is a little bag of seeds because you just started your journey to become a gardener. The longer you are in the jungle, the further your plants evolve. So first you start out with just some seeds, then you water them, then you get a little sprout. Eventually you get a potted plant after a year, and then you start growing all sorts of plants from like tulips to a whole flower basket to pumpkins to everything. So all of my sub badges are like, oh my God. Thank you, Lena, for the reminder. You are so correct. No, I did not, but thank you for mentioning it. I will add you straight away. There we go. Added you. Thank you so much for reminding me. I appreciate that a ton. That is my cue to go to a little BRB. Please make sure to use this time to practice some self-care. If you're hanging out here, you can do exclamation point cute, exclamation point cozy, or exclamation point fridge to entertain yourself. 2 potatoes. Sure, I'll take that. I like potatoes. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. Please make sure to also practice some self-care because self-care do be sexy. And then I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes or so.
Here we go!
Hello? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that so much, Vicky. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. I came running back to my chair. I was like, I don't want to miss you guys. Thank you. Welcome in. How was your stream? I see you're playing some Animal Crossing. What were you up to? Were you villager hunting, island building? Thank you so much for coming over here. I appreciate that a ton. I hope you had the best stream. Welcome in to everyone who came with that raid. Harg, welcome in. It is so nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And also the Scots Math, welcome in. She's not verified her account. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry we have that on. It's one of the many protections that we take against hate raids to have verification on with phone number. Unfortunately, this channel uses some tags that makes it a very easy target for people that want to do nasty things. So that's why I have that turned on. But thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. I hope you had a wonderful stream. If you need to go raid and rest or raid and run, please make sure to do that because self-care do be very sexy. It sat next to me. I love that. I love that. But I appreciate you a lot with trusting me with your community. For everyone who's new, hi, my name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. I'm from the Netherlands. I just said I use she, her pronouns. My brain is still in break mode, apparently. On this channel, I do gameplay as well as co-working. When we do gameplay, it is mostly The Sims 4 with a sprinkle of variety. Today, we're actually playing a little bit of Not So Berry Challenge. I was just doing some gameplay earlier. Yeah, I'm gonna relax and chill for something like another 1.5 hours or so. So if you guys want to hang out, you're super welcome to do so. Also, I saw we got a shout out, but for anyone, if you're looking for a wonderful new friend to follow, please make sure to go drop your bum on the follow button at Vicky's channel. And what the heck? Why is there a hype train? I go on a break and I come back to a hype train? What is going on? Thank you so much. What the heck? Let me actually scroll back because I wasn't even here when you guys were being naughty. You were like chair hype, little BRB hype. Evie, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. Lottie, thank you so much for the 10 bits. Anna, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Coco Loco. And let me see. Homeserve, thank you so much for gifting out 5 subs to the community. That's literally so kind. That is so kind. If you just got gifted a sub there, please do enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you. And also, Rogue, thank you so much for redeeming the pronoun check. Like I said, my pronouns are she, her, but I'm also completely fine with they, them. If you're hanging out here and you'd like to share your preferred nickname, preferred pronouns, or both in chat, feel free to go ahead. And I can type. There we go. We also use the pronoun extension here. It is a completely free browser extension that you can either use yourself or you can set up so that streamers can see your pronouns. And if you install it in your own browser, you can see everyone's pronouns who is using this service in Twitch chat. So yeah, that's the little pronoun information that I wanted to share. I was lurking for 2 seconds and then you came back to being a strong growing planty. Enjoy. Thank you so much for coming into chat, sharing your pronouns. I appreciate that a ton. You guys are so cool. Let me actually update the subboard because I have to add Anna and I have to add Homeserve to the subboard as sub-gifters for the month. Do mine show up when I'm on phone? They do, yes. So the good thing is that you like set it up. It's linked to your Twitch account. So even if you are not on a browser, as long as you linked it to your Twitch account, it will show up on any person that is using a browser and has the extension installed. So I can see he, him for you. Also, Alex, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. So valid for questioning. That is, thank you for feeling safe enough for sharing that. That is so valid. And then we have Anna as well. Thank you all so much for that wild generosity. You guys are literally so kind and supportive. I have no words. The hype train is at nicely well on its way in level 3. What the heck? What the heck? Thank you. You guys are so kind. I think with that, I updated everything, right? Yeah, because I added Jenny. Perfect. You did a thing! Let's go, Vicky! Yay! I'm so glad that you get to chat. Thank you so much for wanting to verify. That is really kind of you. But yeah, I hope you had a wonderful stream. I'd still love to hear what you were doing in Animal Crossing. I haven't played Animal Crossing for forever, and I've actually been debating whether I want to get back into it to finally, like, actually put some effort in playing the DLC, because I never did that. And I'm going to be on 4, because I'm going back and forth, very long flights very soon. So I was thinking of bringing my Switch and maybe playing some Animal Crossing on the plane. You're doing well. Plum, Jen, Lavender had a girl yesterday. Her name is Autumn. That is a really nice name. Let me tell you, I love that. A baby boy named August, but I start my first day of your job tomorrow. Let's go. I'm wishing you all the best for your first day. I hope it goes super well. Because no, I didn't know you could see my pronouns while I'm mobile. Yeah. It's you are not able to see your own pronouns or from anyone if you're on mobile, but they still work. It's actually very nice. The extension is built in a smart way. Of course, Jellyfish. Of course. Thank you so much for lurking. I appreciate it a ton. I felt horrible from being sick, and I just ate a bit of chocolate, and it instantly made me feel a bit less horrible. Maybe you just needed chocolate. It could also be that you just needed some sugar. Sometimes it can really mess with you if your sugar is low, and then it can almost make you nauseous to a point where you don't want to eat. But then sometimes just eating something in high sugar can actually help a lot. You might feel a lot better. Also, drinking enough on top of that can really just sometimes just lift you up like a person, you know? Feel like a human again. Chocolate is a cure. Proof. Was working on some terraforming and setting up some flowers for pollination. Also making the island look a little less basic. I love that. That sounds like a proper day in Animal Crossing. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm more likely to be in chat making lunches and dinner. Let's go. Honestly, that's nice. You're always welcome, whatever you're doing. And thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you. I appreciate that lots. But yeah, I think now that I'm back from my break, let's play some more Sims. I actually have to figure out what I want to do over the weekend. Although my Sim, no, they went to sleep and they're actually doing perfectly fine. Nice, good. Let's think. Because we have a whole weekend where my Sim doesn't have to work. I do want to work a little bit on his music career. I think I want to go dancing. So I want to go to not necessarily to the club, but I think I want to go to the gym that I built where I made like basically a little dance studio. Because he's been practicing a lot of ballet. Oh, she is here because we planned the stay over. That's why she is here all the time. And now she's just helping with my household chores. I'm not mad about that. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate you. Thanks for helping out now that I have an unexpected baby. Or Henry's not really a baby anymore. Henry is already a kid. So it's... I think I thought it would be really hard because we adopted Henry when he was a toddler. But he aged up almost immediately. So I think we got lucky with that one. You're going to go take a quick shower. And then I guess you're just going to play a bit. You're just going to hang out. Just chill in your house. Maybe you should do your homework. You should have that at this point. Let's do subject homework. Let's work on vocabulary. Sleeping on your legs. That's so cute. I love that. Okay. You need to go and have some food. Look! Yule is here. Hi, Yule. We need to go say hi. That's my Pack Legacy Sim. Fight? No. I don't want you guys to fight. Talk about cooking. Let's go say hi. Oh. I think it's so fun to run into my other Legacy Challenge Sims. It's just, it just makes me happy. You just noticed this? Do you like it, Burb? I actually made that last week. It was a little bit of a random thing that I made, but I was editing during a co-working stream and I was laughing so much. I was laughing so much, and then everyone was like, what is going on? Like, why are you laughing so much? And then I was like, well, I'm just editing, and I noticed myself being really annoyed because I misspoke like 3 times, and then I did the biggest eye roll ever. And then I shared it into Mod's chat, and then obviously we had to make it into a little emote. Also, it says, ew, this unit is getting invaded by an Insect metropolis. Call the property owner to sort out the infestation. Okay, I'm first going to get some food. And then we can call the property owner. Where do we do that? I don't think I've actually ever done that. Oh my god, there keeps being stinky food. Phone? Oh, that makes sense, actually. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Hi, Believins. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is good to see you. It's probably in home. Call property owner to visit and switch. No. Call property owner to visit. Do I just call them to visit and then tell them about it? Doing wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. I'll just call them for a visit. But I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm looking forward to sleeping later. Apparently, the entire family is my property owner. But they have like 3 different last names. Long day. Also I just went to sleep too late yesterday. It was completely my own fault. But I was hanging out and chilling and making Scoobies, and then I didn't go to sleep. It was just silly of my own, but then I had to wake up really early to go to the GP, and I was like, no, I didn't want this. I wanted to sleep more. But I don't know why we have 5 property owners, but I'll just call Lane, because Lane looks like a property owner. Here is Lane. Is that Lane? Yeah. Love his outfit. Invite in. I don't think we've met, actually, so then I'll have to tell him. Okay, you're still cooking. You're doing your homework. I think, actually, after, I want you to use the restroom. And once you're done with that, you're gonna go ride your bike. Can I just friendly introduce myself to you? And then complain about the fact that there is a lot of insects here and that you need to fix it. Rental. Ask to inspect. I've never done any of this in my Pack Legacy, by the way. Of course, Tommy Ann, good luck with the work. I hope you have a really good work day today. Ouch, Anna, that's rough. 2 a.m. is late. Ask to inspect shared object. But I don't know what I want you to inspect because I don't know where the insect manifestation, whatever, I can't speak anymore. I don't know where they are. It just told me that there is insects somewhere. I didn't see them. So now what am I supposed to do? Also, do I not? Oh, I think I found it. Ew. That's really gross. Also in the bed. Stop. No. Are they also... No. I hate insects so much. Why? No, but I don't want to pay for it. My landlord should pay for it. Why am I paying for it? Fuck. I immediately paid for it. I don't want to stomp on it either. But I also hate insects enough that I'm going to pay for it. What are we talking about? I have an insect manifestation at my house. And it's really disgusting because they're in my bedroom and in my bathroom. Like, imagine if that happened IRL. I need to unlock the door because otherwise he cannot come in to fix it. Same Coco Logo. I literally hate it. The property owner sends you The property owner is paying me for fixing his issues. That sounds like real life. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like real life. Wait, is there more? Because he is uncomfortable from insects. Go practice riding your bike, please. No. No. I don't want... See, this is why I hate having to unlock my door, because then all of a sudden everyone comes in. There we go. I would move out of my house if that happened. Yeah, me too, probably. Me too, I think. Why are you not going to ride your bike? You cannot access it? Okay, if you... Now you should be able to. Yeah, there we go. Also, look, there's people hanging out here. Because we have that law trait on, there's people just chilling. Which makes sense, because, like, we have a cafe and a basketball court right next to our house, so it makes sense that people would just be chilling here. Okay, I wanna... You say you're gonna watch TV, but I'm not really agreeing with that statement. I think you're gonna make some music. You're gonna produce a new track. You're gonna... I don't know what that is, but sure, that's what you're gonna make. Imagine if The Sims had... They actually do, Coco. There is an expansion... Well, it's not an expansion pack. It's a kit. So there's DLC, which is called Bust the Dust. And if you have that, it comes with a dust system. I'm not even kidding. That's... Drop that serious. There's a dust system in The Sims. And if you turn it on, your floors will actually get dusty and you'll have to vacuum. And there's vacuums in the game. And if you don't vacuum enough, the dust will accumulate and it will turn into dust bunnies. And the dust bunnies, you can actually befriend them. And they will gather, like, or they will search the dust and, like, find little treasures for you. There's people that have done entire challenges of just getting rich from dust. The more you know. Same, Erica, same. I love the concept. I hate the execution. It's very broken. And I don't like that when the system is on, the dust system, there's like sparkles on the floor and it really gives me a headache. So I always turn it off, which I find sad because I was very, very excited about this whole dust system in The Sims, but I just can't deal with it. Bust dunnies. Yeah, I almost said it as well, Bonnie. There's also a vacuum that came with cats and dogs. It's like one of those automatic vacuums. So then if you have that, then you just have a robot vacuum. Which is actually pretty nice. So if you have a cat or a dog that's like very hairy, they will also leave around dots of hair around the house. And then if you get the robo vacuum, it will actually clean it up for you. Like laundry, but worse. Exactly. And I think laundry is just the right amount of annoying in game. Like, I can deal with it. I think the enjoyment of laundry is big enough that I'll still add it to the game because I like, for the realism's sake, that my Sims need to do laundry. But the bust the dust is just too much. Also, I feel like the dust accumulates very fast. I know that's kind of realistic, but at the same time, I do not vacuum my house 3 times a week. I do it once a week, and I have 2 cats, so I think I could do it 2 times a week because then it would be a little bit cleaner, but I'm not bothered enough to do it 2 times a week. Oh my god, that's such a good point. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, how are you going to vacuum when you're off the grid? That's a really solid point. I think I use a mod that removes the sparkles and keeps the rest. Oh my god, there's a mod for that. I might have to get that one. Because then I think I could play with it. Also, Bella, thank you for watering the plants. Thank you, thank you. You have 5 very fluffy cats and 3 dogs. Okay, but then that makes a lot of sense that you vacuum that much. Will they use a broom? I don't think there is a broom in game. So then you're just fucked, I guess. Oh my god, she made more food. Mom, I love you, but can you please stop making food in my house? Or is it not you? Is it my roomies that are also making like a shit ton of food? I'm just gonna put it away. Oh wait, you're actually still producing a new track. You're still working on that. Okay. Also, don't want to disturb you in your creative process, sir. True, there's a brew mod. There is a brew mod, actually. I've seen people talk about this, yeah. Like, I have Bonehilda in one of my families, and, like, without laundry and vacuum, she would... That's true, Nymphleora. I didn't think about it that way. Yeah, I know the child is uncomfortable. I cannot be too bothered with my Sims sometimes being uncomfortable. I'm not the type of Simmer who will always try to keep my Sims extremely happy. I used to be. It completely ruined my enjoyment of the game. Because your Sims are whine babies. And they will always have something to complain about. However, my cat being uncomfortable, that is something that we need to talk to. And I actually think I know why. Because I noticed earlier, there is no litter box. I don't know where it went. Because I'm pretty sure there was a litter box over here. But I think I need to get one. Community is doing Max's job. Yeah, the community is good at that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's get a... Do I want to get a normal one or do I want to get one of those fancy automatic ones? I thought we had one of those fancy automatic ones. Oh, wait, I actually saved this bed for the kid for later. Oh, well, I'll keep that in here anyways. What is this? Mr. Corn. What am I looking at? And why is it in my game? And why do I kind of want to put it on display in the living room? Because I think it's hilarious. Okay, we'll just put that over there. This was peak ADHD again. I was gonna get a litter box, and I get very distracted by Mr. Corn. I think we have the money to just get one of those automatic ones, and I don't have to remember to constantly clean it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for Fossa deleting your message. That's because there was a period in there, so the bot thought it was a link. But yeah, nobody chooses Mr. Corn. They choose you. Exactly. Also, Desi, hi. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. It's probably from the Toys Kitchen. Yeah, you have a good point. Now that you mention it, I think it came from there. I didn't realize that would go into the household inventory. Okay. Bestie, are you happy now? Because I got you... Can you go ask what's wrong? Banished from Link impersonation? Yeah. It's just... It's also... It isn't banished. It's just the message got deleted. They didn't get banned. If you post, like, multiple links, you will get a timeout. But, unfortunately, the bot doesn't know the difference between a real link and a non-real link, which is fair. Yeah, the message is shunted into the void. That's true. I can still see it, though. Oh my god, Ro. I was like, why is nothing happening? Why is my sim not going to the cat? You had your game paused. No, I swear, I play this game for a living. I play this game, like, a lot of hours in a week. I know what I'm doing. Look how cute this is. There's actually people hanging out here at the bar. How much hours do you have? Good question. Let me check. 3,609 hours and 21 minutes. Shadow would like a nice clean litter box. Well, bestie, I got you covered because that's just what I bought for you. A fancy automatic one of that. I should really get going now. Wait, JJ was here? Where? Oh my goodness, JJ was here as well. Oh, I love that. JJ is Plum Bobby's father. So Siri is here and JJ is here. That's actually cute. Would love to play Sims for a living, at least part-time. Yeah, unfortunately, the actual playing the Sims for a living part is quite small. Like, it also fills up with a lot of editing and organizing and doing outreach and collaboration and stuff like that. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. So the... Hello? You're fighting with a cat from... Like, a ghost cat. You're getting beaten by a ghost cat. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. You just passed 4,000 hours not too long ago, but I don't know if my hours from Origin transferred. They should have transferred. Yes, for me, they transferred at least. Okay, you can just eat the grilled cheese on the floor. Show him who's alpha. Well, I guess the ghost showed us. Embarrassingly so. Okay, I'm just gonna have you clean up a bit because there's food in my house everywhere. And at this point, it's becoming embarrassing. I need to just clean everything up. Yeah, the ghost one. Yeah, you do YouTube videos already. Okay, then you know the pain and the struggle. But it is really nice if you can do it. I mean, I'm not complaining. I still much rather do content creation as part of my part-time work than you know, doing full-time anything else. That's quite some hours, Erica. That's quite some hours. I also have been playing 5 years, by the way. I just realized this. The funny thing is I actually played more Sims when I wasn't a content creator. Where are you going? Oh, you're gonna get other trash as well. Okay, fine. I used to play a lot of Sims, and then I started creating content for it, and I lost so much time towards making content. I didn't have time to play The Sims anymore. To be fair, I also started playing a lot of other games. When I started playing The Sims in 2019, I wasn't a gamer. I mean, I've always been a gamer at heart, but I wasn't like a dedicated gamer as someone who was gaming a lot. I had a Switch, but I didn't play a lot. And then 2020 came around, then I added Animal Crossing into the mix, and then I started playing Stardew Valley, and I started playing that a lot. And nowadays, I play so many games. So many games. Do you play other games? Yes, I actually think I have a command for this. Oh no, it's gameplay. There we go. That's other games I enjoy is Minecraft, Stardew Valley, Animal Crossing, puzzle games, things like Unpacking, Professor Layton, just cozy indie games. I really like strategy games like Ono as well, and a little bit of Fortnite here and there. See, I made a command for it. So I was like, I will know that when this question comes up, my mind will go blank, and I will realize that I actually like a lot of games, but that for some reason, I cannot remember them. Where did you leave your bike? Because I kind of want you to go practice your bike again. Haven't played Fortnite in forever. The new season is actually pretty decent. The previous season was terrible. Like, actively terrible. But this season is pretty good. I haven't played Fae Farm, no. I have to admit that I've been struggling with this a little bit. So I played a lot of Stardew. I grinded Stardew. Grinded. Like, literally to a degree where it's almost unhealthy, the amount of Stardew I played. And it absolutely killed my enjoyment for farming sims. So I haven't played any farming sim after. Because every single time I think of it, I'm like, no. I'm just not feeling like it. Because Stardew felt so repetitive, I see people playing Stardew or Fae Farm or any of those games, like also a lot of people playing Fields of Mystria now. And people are so enthusiastic about it, and I just cannot put myself to play it. Oh my god, you made more food? Yeah, they are all very similar. So that's my problem with like the fact that I burned out on Stardew is now kind of holding me back from playing any of the other farming sims. So yeah, it's sad, but I guess it is what it is. The hype died very quick. I think there's people who really enjoy that game, which is also fair, completely fair. I just don't think it's for me. Did you ever play open world RPGs? No, because I don't have the patience to do all the reading. Meg has been trying to convince me to play Baldur's Gate, though, because there's a lot of voice acting in it and you don't have to read everything. But my impatient ass cannot play games like that. I just don't have the patience for it. I think the closest I ever got to playing an RPG is Palia. That's obviously it's an MMO RPG with a mix of farming sim in there. So You have too much free will. Yeah, that's the thing. I have the weird balance of like, if there's not enough free will, I will get annoyed by the fact that I have to follow the storyline. But at the same time, if I have no free will at all, I will also get annoyed. You know, it's like there needs to be a balance. Also, Finn, welcome in. I just realized I don't think I said hi to you. No, that's okay, Ava. That's okay. Completely fine. I know that pain of being delayed on mobile. If you want, by the way, there is a little setting that is called low latency on mobile that does reduce that delay. It still doesn't take it away completely, but it does reduce it by quite a lot. I have played Planet Zoo a couple of times, but I find Planet Zoo very overwhelming, as in the controls. They confuse me a bit. But to be honest, that is the times that I played Planet Zoo was well before I played a lot of other games, and at this point I feel like I have been have you actually produced a track already? You have. Ooh, can I release that? But the thing is, I think now I might be better at it. For instance, I didn't understand Tool in The Sims when I started playing Planet Zoo. But in its core, it uses a very similar concept. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. I feel like it uses a very similar concept of like understanding how to rotate items, understanding how to like lift them, understanding how to like kind of manipulate something to look good in space. And that's just something that my brain wasn't clicking with that. But now it kind of clicked, I think. So I might want to try Planet Zoo again. My previous PC wasn't really liking Planet Zoo in terms of graphics. But I think we're much better now. I think this PC should be able to handle it for sure. So, what's your Discord? If you do ! Discord in chat, you'll get a direct link, like a little invitation link. Also, I realized it's already quite late. How is your motor skill going, though? Okay, it is going up quite nicely. That goes for anyone, by the way. If you want, feel free to join our Discord. Buddy, I think you're stuck. I think you're stuck. Feels so overwhelming to me. It's an amazing game in general, and I would love to play it more, but always end up in The Sims. Yeah, I feel like The Sims is a little bit easier in terms of building and stuff. But I think I would enjoy it now. Okay, you have to get off your bike. He is super tired, so I might just put him to bed. It's only 9 in the evening though, so that just feels super early. But oh, look, our sister is here. Oh my god, hi Cortana, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Should we go say hi to our sister? We haven't seen her in a while. Why does... Oh, it's Neighborhood Brawl. That's why the fight interaction keeps showing up. Let's actually have a... discuss personal growth journey. I feel like that matches with growing up. Oh, look! She's actually using the open mic. It is quite a popular cafe. I like it. I think it's really cute that the mod is actually working. Oh, look, our brother is here too. Hi, Clappy. Oh my goodness, we have to say hi to you as well. Sociable Sims, get to know. Let's actually discuss his recent reads. Sounds like a good question. Also, Tiffany, hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I don't think I said hi to you today. I didn't. I think I did the same thing with Farming Sims. I played so much Stardew, I just can't anymore. I keep hoping that it will come back for me. I keep being like, maybe one day I will actually just get back to it and I will enjoy it again. But that point hasn't come yet. I'm still waiting for that day I wake up and I'm like, yes, I want to play Stardew. Last time I played Planet Zoo, I played one of the scenarios, like sessions, and found it a little less overwhelming. I did that too the first time I played. I think that also helped. I think if I went into sandbox mode right away, I would have closed the game within like 3 seconds. Carl, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know that I saw you earlier today as well, but I hope you're still doing well. Wildflowers and Minami Lane. I'm so excited to relax and play in bed. That's so nice. Also, we have a dance floor over here. We could if we wanted to. I think I added some speakers somewhere. Oh, no. We have the little music record player, but it's actually already on. Should we do a little dance with our siblings? Can we dance with? Form a group. Let's add... Okay, I kind of want to dance with everyone. Yuki, Cortana, Siri, and Clappy. Henry is already sleeping, so you don't get to join us. Let's do a little group dance. How do you feel about the My Sims they're bringing to Switch? I'm actually pretty excited about it. As a person who really used to enjoy My Sims on my Nintendo DS, I think it's cool. I like the fact that they remastered it and they made it a better, like, higher quality. I haven't really seen anyone be controversial about it. I've mostly seen people being really excited about it. What is the controversial opinion? I feel like I'm missing out on something here. Also, Joey, it's good to see you. Love their names. I'm glad you like him. There is a bit of a backstory to this. So their mom is named Siri, like Siri from The Witcher. But everyone kept thinking that I meant Siri as in Siri from iPhone Siri. So then we jokingly started naming all of our children after voice assistants. So we first have Alexa, and then we have Cortana, and then we have Bixby, which is the crappy voice assistant from Samsung. And then we kind of decided, well, if we have voice assistants, we might as well add the very old-fashioned Windows assistant, Clippy, as well. But then Clippy was born, and it accidentally was a twin. So we decided to also name the other twin Clappy. And then Plum Bobby is named Plum Bobby because he's, well, the Plum generation. So also, hi, Bailey. It is good to see you. I hope you're doing well. It is so good to see you. Also, I'm just very quickly gonna... There's like something in my teeth and I just noticed it and I can't stop thinking about it. It's annoying. So I'm gonna just really quickly run to the bathroom. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. But just so you know, I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, I love that you talked about that in therapy, Bailey. That is so valid, though, to be nervous about things. And it's really good that you're talking about it. I feel like from what I was seeing, everyone was upset because then there was any new content. I haven't seen anyone complain about there not being any new content, but it does sound like typical Sims community, so I'm not even that surprised, unfortunately. I wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately, it doesn't surprise me with the Sims community. Also, Lainey, thank you so much for saying thank you for the sub. That's super kind of you. And hi, Angel Vincent. It is good to see you. It is good to see you. Look at them just vibing in the cafe. Also, Nin is here for anyone watching the PLC. You'll know Nin. Hey, Bixby is also here. Hi, Bixby. Oh my goodness, all of my sister. Oh my god, Clippy is also here. My entire family is just joining in the cafe downstairs. I love that. I want to talk to you. I just want to have just some small talk. Friendly compliments. Let's actually compliment your outfit. Been lurking for a while in your TV app. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. We're talking about My Sims. I'm so excited for My Sims Kingdom. It's my fave game. I don't think I've actually properly played My Sims Kingdom when it came out. I played the other one, but I'm very excited for that I now get to play it on my Switch in like higher quality. So I think it's going to be very nice. Because my Sims are all named after the interest on the previous gen. For example, my Rose Sim was called Moxie, which according to Google means mischievous. And the Yellows gen was called Love. And then his kids were different moons and planets. Oh my god, that's so cute. The moons and planets name. I love that. My birthday is on November 20th, so I feel like it's a birthday present for me. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect timing. That is a birthday present to you. I will struggle naming my Sims. They all get boring normal names. I do that as well. but then I started creating content, and then people came up with really dumb suggestions in chat, and I just kind of ran with it. I just kind of ran with it. I was like, that's funny. Wait, my cat is here in the cafe and you're uncomfortable. Can I check what's wrong? Why are you not happy? Do you need just some love, Shadow? Do you just want some attention? Imagine having a cafe downstairs from where you live, and then your entire family shows up and your cat is there as well, and then you just get to play with your cat while you are hanging out. There is food for Shadow upstairs. Look. There's not much left, so maybe we have to refill this. Let's actually refill that. Finally finished my San Sequoia townhomes, and it's stuck on trying to upload the save. Oh no, that sucks kind of crazy. I've had that before as well, and it is really frustrating. Hi, Aina. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It sounds extremely cozy, right? I would love to take my cats to a cafe. I would also really like to take my cats to the beach, because I think Toot would love the beach. But I also think she would be dumb and, like, get lost or something. So I'm not going to take her to the beach. But, like, the idea of being at the beach with my cats really, really entertains me. Very worried about the cat. Absolutely. The cats have priority in the game. They are very important. If my kid is annoyed, if my Sims are sad, they'll figure it out. But my cats are my responsibility. I need to make sure that they are the happiest cats alive. I still feel so guilty for letting Shadow die at one point. You have taken your cats to the beach? I love that. Toot on the lease to the beach. So I wish I could, but unfortunately both of my cats have autoimmune diseases, so they're not allowed to go outside because it's actually dangerous for them. All of the bacteria and stuff could really lead to them getting so sick that it would be like life-threatening. So that's why I also rescued them from the... or rescued them. I got them from the... what is it called? The shelter, and they mentioned this. They were like, hey, just make sure that these are cats that you cannot let them go outside. Like, you really need to make sure they stay inside, because they can get really sick if you don't. So I wish I could take her to the beach, but this little girl ain't going nowhere. She's just chilling inside with me. After something related to their theme. Now, though, like my Gen 2 Sims could be named after... Oh, that's so cute. Red crystals or metals. I love that. That's really cute, actually. That's really cute. Okay, Shadow is here to eat. It is, again, 2 a.m. in the morning, so maybe we should go to sleep. Not that we have to work tomorrow. We're all good, but, you know, just want to make sure that my Sims don't... Like, if you mess up their sleeping schedule in the weekend, you're going to struggle when they have to go to work, so... Of course, Ashley, of course. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. I do really enjoy that everyone's hanging out here. It feels very lively on my lot now. It genuinely feels like people come over and hang out at the cafe. Okay, everyone's sleeping. Let me actually save. I've tried to make this a habit of always saving my game whenever my Sims are sleeping. So that whenever the game crashes, you never lose more than a day. Although it is a Sims, so a lot can happen in a day, which sometimes scares me as well. Like, I've had Sims days where within the first 5 minutes, so much shit happened. This is also something, by the way. When I wasn't streaming, or like still, when I play The Sims off stream, my game is very mellow. Nothing weird happens. And as soon as I press record or I press go live, it's like The Sims knows that I am playing in front of people watching and it needs to create chaos or something. It's like the game just switches on some secret hidden mode, and all of a sudden, all of these really weird and random things happen. And I remember when I was watching other Sim streamers, when I was just playing for myself, I would always think to myself, how do these people have so much chaos in their game? Like, how does that happen? Why do I never have that? And then I started streaming, and bam, chaos. Of course, Alex, of course. You actually try to save at set times in the game. That's impressive. This is an apartment. It is a rental unit. that I built myself, but it's like a little apartment building. It's up on my gallery if you want to download it. But then why are there no fires? That was not a good sentence. I was also reading it. I was like, hold on. I don't know why there's no fires in the 100 Baby Challenge, but you cannot tell me that there was no chaos in the 100 Baby Challenge. Because we've had some chaos. It's like the game wants to give you good content. Yeah. It's like the game knows you're streaming it or recording it. No, not grab a serving. I want you to put this away. Okay. I don't know why I was not speeding through the night. I was just chilling or something. You had a firefighter die in a fire. Yikes. That's not good. Also, it's midsummer in game. Oh my goodness, we can celebrate by buying fireworks. I think you can order those through the computer as well. And then we can have some fireworks in front of the cafe tonight. That would be really cute. I used fireworks in my game once, and then I almost set my house on fire. So it sounds like a good idea. Hi, Noisy. Welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Okay, everyone's just sleeping in. It's clearly a Sunday. Oh, no, Ro. They're not sleeping in. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. What do you mean? I wake up early lately. I think 7 a.m. in the morning is sleeping in. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, can you clean this up then? So then your dad doesn't have to do it. So your dad can just... Oh, your dad is already done sleeping. Okay. He went to bed at like, what? 2 a.m. in the morning? He's done at 7? I want to have a sleeping schedule like that. Thank you. Please. I want to go to bed at like 2:30 and then wake up all refreshed at 7:30. Thank you for the breather. And hi, Sakina. It's good to see you. You're very sweet. Did you actually get some food? No. Also, what is up with my roomies all making food? I'm putting it in the fridge for them and then there's no food in the fridge. But there's like lots of food in the fridge, but it doesn't show up on the leftovers mod. Why are you not eating your food? What just happened? Did you guys see this? His food just disappeared. I'm not imagining things, right? Also, thank you, Bailey. It's actually I'm not precisely at 11K yet. I'm at 10,983. If we reach 11K, there will be a little party. We'll have a nice little party on the stream. So I hope that we reach it while I'm live and not while I'm offline, because I tend to constantly reach my goals when I'm offline. I'm cursed like that. Wait, that was a thing on Sims 3, Bonnie? I've never heard of that. So I take it as a win. Fair. Twitch always rounds up. It only does that on computer, though. On mobile, it doesn't. It's very silly. What are you uncomfortable about now? Hold on. Important question. What's wrong? Oh, well, apparently there's nothing wrong. I'll just hug you and pamper you on the couch. I'm doing good, Sakina. How are you? There's so many people in my house, by the way. It's so busy in here. Love it. Are you actually going to go say hi to the cat? Okay, you are. Good, good, good. When is Bobby adopting the next gen? I don't think he's going to adopt the next gen. He's going to adopt, but that's not going to be the next gen, I think. I think the next generation is actually going to be a kid that he has of his own when he... What is his story? Because I keep messing up the stories of the Pack Legacy and the Not So Berry because they're very similar, which is also why I decided to do a crossover. I'm just quickly going to check when he is supposed to have a kid. He needs to, oh, actually, he needs to get divorced and then later remarry the same sim. I just realized this. Okay, so maybe we need to get a move on and we actually need to like start meeting people. Interesting. Keep forgetting that. I have to do my final exam for my study this Thursday. You got this. But I can totally see why it stresses you out. That's super valid, but you got this. I want to pamper you on the couch because I always really like that interaction. What is up with my Sims putting food everywhere? Clean up. What's Bobby's sexuality? He's not sure yet. Bobby is very much exploring. They're both in terms of sexuality as in terms of gender. They're not sure what they want yet. So they've dated a girl before, which is how he got a daughter. A son, sorry. A kid. But sure, Henry and Siri have a difficult family relationship, sure. But I think he might want to date other genders too. It's very much an exploration journey. I feel like that's kind of the story that we came up with for Plum Bobby, is that their aspiration is also the Renaissance sim. So they don't really know what they want to do in life. So he's been practicing many different skills. He's now working as a doctor, which I think is satisfying parts of their dreams because, you know, they can take care of people. They can be around people. They can really make a difference in other people's day-to-day life. But at the same time, he's really into dancing, and eventually he will become a professional dancer. So in that sense, I think the plan for this generation is that the whole story is going to be about self-exploration. So maybe that's also, that could be one of our storylines, that he starts to date a man. They fall madly in love. They get married, but then Plum Bobby realizes that he might not be able to come out yet. So he decides to get divorced to keep it a secret. And then later down the line, he realizes that maybe they are ready to share their sexuality or their gender journey with people. And then they might start talking to other people, and then they reconnect. Something like that. But I'm not sure yet. But I like the idea of maybe Plum Bobby dating a really sexy doctor. You know, he's working in the hospital. What if they just meet someone over there? Also, why are you still uncomfortable? You literally have food. You have a clean litter box. And I cannot ask you what is wrong. You also are not sick. So, what is up? Like, do you need more love? Do you need more entertainment? What do you need? Because I want to give it to you. You're my cat, but you need to tell me. Thank you, Kelly, for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Why is there a toddler roaming around? Who are you? And what are you doing by yourself? Kareem. Why are you just... Where are your parents? Child, this is not safe. The property owner is here for a visit. Is it your kid? No, because you have a different last name. There's just a toddler, just chilling, walking about as if he belongs here, as if it's completely normal. You can go make some drawings. Oh, Siri was just sleeping in Henry's bed. Okay. I guess. Okay, my cat is no longer uncomfortable. Perfect. Let's actually see where we can buy fireworks. I think we can do that through the computer. Let's see. Order. Fireworks. Yes. Okay, what should we buy for tonight? Because I would like to celebrate Midsummer Evening. Let's get the... Joey, thank you so much for your Prime. You only have one of those, and you decided to share it with me. I feel really honored. Thank you, thank you. Let me add you to our monthly sub board. I appreciate that a ton. Let's see. You just got your first bag of seeds. Please enjoy your journey of becoming a little gardener in our planty jungle. Although today we decided that maybe we're not a jungle, but maybe we're a swamp. Maybe we're Shrek Swamp and I'm Fiona. Literally took me so long how to figure out how to do that. Thank you so much for figuring it out, though. I appreciate that a ton. Appreciate that a ton. That happened to me yesterday. A random toddler from another household in the neighborhood spawned, and when my sim got home from work, and I was like, "Whose child are you? Where did you come from?" Yeah, it's so weird that the game just does that. Someone came in today during co-working stream. Was a very weird interaction, by the way. They literally came into stream while they were live streaming my stream. And they just sent a bunch of like bullies here to say nasty shit in Russian. Obviously, we banned them really quickly. But they asked if they were like, "Hello, Fiona." And I think they were trying to insult me with that. But I will never be insulted if someone calls me Fiona. Like, she's badass. I'll be like, "Hi." So then we were like, we're kind of like Shrek Swamp here. Okay, I'm just gonna buy lots of fireworks because I like the idea of celebrating. Of course, Lena, thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you have some really good sleeps later, and I'll see you tomorrow at co-working. Yeah, it was really weird, Tiffany. It was really weird. They were doing it to a bunch of people, so it was also like it happened. And I don't even know why precisely I decided to click on their name. I guess I wanted to see their account or something, and then I noticed they were live streaming. And what they were doing, they were literally going into the just chatting category. They were opening people's streams, and then they would just send, like, offensive shit. They were using Google Translate to get, like, the message that they wanted to say, and then translate it to English, and then post it in their chat. And then there were like a bunch of people in their stream, and they would come into the stream as well, and they would just start saying really nasty shit. And right after they did it to me, they came to one of my friends' streams. They went to Matt's, and I like went into Matt's stream. I was like, "Hey, just a heads up, please ban this person because they're being really nasty." And then someone from Matt's chat actually went around and followed this person around, warning other streamers. But they were like live for a solid 1.5 hour, 2 hours after this. Hi, Pink Lakes. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's a really, really sad way to spend your time. Also, I just realized, oh my goodness, my ADHD brain just connected something that someone said earlier. Someone had a question about the custom commands. I think it was you, Jellyfish. I read your question, forgot the question, or like forgot to answer. But now, because there was a custom sound command, all of a sudden something just clicked in my brain. So whoever that was, I think it was Jellyfish. If you want to re-ask your question, feel free. I'll do my best to answer it. It is very pathetic. There is actually, unfortunately, quite some people who do this. It's sad, but we also reported the person, and then Twitch actually, they didn't say anything to me, but Twitch did send other people who reported them a message of like, "Hey, this person isn't doing anything wrong." Yeah, they have nothing better than to harass people. Oh, Hollow answered. Perfect. Is it okay to repost? Of course, yes, absolutely. Please feel free to repost it. That goes for anyone, by the way. If I ever miss like a message or a question or anything, feel free to repost. If I miss it like a second or a third time, then just ask it at a quieter moment in stream, because sometimes chaos can just happen. But I always do my best to read as much as I can. So as long as you don't spam, but I guess that you can estimate that difference for yourself. They told me they were reviewing it. Yeah, for me as well. But other people like got a reply saying that this account wasn't banned. So harassing isn't wrong. Yeah, it's the thing is this stuff always gets assessed by computers, so it's not like a real person checking it, and then they just open the account and they realize like they don't see anything that the AI bot can analyze as being wrong. Did you change much about the base MCC settings, or did you have neighborhood stories on and off? because I swear I always have such issues with NPC families becoming interconnected. Oh, actually, I don't have it turned on in CC or in MCC because I've never had that turned on in MCC ever. Because I thought when I downloaded the mod it was too complicated. But neighborhood stories is actually part of the game itself. So if you want to change it, you have to go into your manage worlds view. And then there is a little button. Hold on, I'll show you guys. Because I feel like not a lot of people notice. I'm just going to quickly double save. Because I'm always really scared if I click out of my game. Or click out of my save that I will mess something up. But you can actually manage your Sims neighborhood stories yourself. I think you can either turn it off altogether. Or you can customize it or like tweak it to your liking. So I'll show you how to do that. Because also the setting isn't in like the most sensible place. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also now thinking of like, okay, where do I have to find this again? Because it's been a while. I always forget to customize it at first. Yeah, same. The thing is, I made my own save file, so very often when I realize that there are settings that I want to change permanently, I just change it in that save file, and then every single time I create a copy, it basically has all the right settings. How you had it set in MCC? Oh, no, I have it turned off altogether. I think if you go into manage... Yeah, okay, so this is glitched out for me. That's a mod. I still need to figure out which one is doing this. But there's a little button in your manage households over here that allows you to configure neighborhood stories. As you can see, it's actually turned off for me. I didn't even realize I had it turned off in this save. But you can either completely turn it off or you can turn it off or turn it on. As soon as you turn it on, what basically happens is this is story progression. So all the other Sims in your worlds will start to live their own lives. I like the idea of dying in accidents, adopting a child. Please don't start rescuing horses. Adopting cats and dogs, friendship changes, leaving career, romance changes, retiring from career, having babies, moving in, moving out, joining career. I'm okay with all of these. I typically use MCC to limit the number of pets that can get adopted and children per families. They get crazy. Oh, yeah. The thing is, I already have my household size set to unlimited, or like 104. So I have a lot of households in my save file that have like 7 horses, 20 dogs, and 3 cats. Is there a way in MCC to connect MCC and the in-game neighborhood stories? I think actually MCC was updated when neighborhood stories came out to kind of not clash with it. So if you are using neighborhood stories in MCC, I think the modder updated it in a way that it shouldn't clash and that it already should be collaborating with each other. You can just tweak the settings of neighborhood stories in MCC a bit more. For the custom sound command, I'm already searching for one, but how long can it be? Under 10 seconds, Micah. Anything under 10 seconds will work. Preferably a bit shorter, like the shorter ones work better. If it's 10 seconds, it already feels long, but for some sound commands, it simply works better if it's 10 seconds because that is like the entire sound. You could change them, adopting horses. I need the horses to stop, yeah? The horses are very invasive. Has made the adopting a mess. Like, I had teenagers adopting children and I was like, y'all, please, you're not old enough to be doing this. Yeah, I think if you have enabled that teenagers are allowed to be a parent, which I also have enabled in my neighborhood story or in my MCC, by the way, because that allows teenage pregnancies, then they might be adopting kids. You have a very good point. Maybe I will actually turn adopting children off because then that cannot happen by accident. For the latest neighborhood stories, I'm not sure MCC has been updated. The romantic changes and friendship changes I used to have with MCC and not neighborhood stories. It should be updated at least for it not to conflict because otherwise MCC wouldn't be in the game. Like, it wouldn't be working if it was actually broken. It might be that it's not perfectly tuned to each other. At the same time, knowing Deaderpool, I actually didn't know this, but I saw this recently as I'm now part of the EA Creator Network Discord. But modders get access to the patch code a couple of days early, or at least all the modders that are in the EA Creator Network. Obviously not all modders, but everyone who's an EA creator actually gets like the game code a couple of days early. That's probably also how a lot of leaks and stuff happen, is because the code is out there. But that is also how creators like Deaderpool managed to get an update out within 24 hours because they technically haven't been waiting for the patch to drop. They already had access to at least a basic version of the patch or like basic game code. So they can already start working on bug fixes and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised if the update that dropped right after the previous game update that included the new neighborhood stories does include in a way that it's at least not conflicting. Yeah, that's fair. There's no settings for it yet, but at least it's not like breaking things. But it's probably not tuned for it. I can only imagine having to keep up with big mods like that. Like imagine you're responsible for making MC Command Center. Like the pressure must be must be absolutely unreal. Oh, you're sick. Oh, my little kid. You get to stay in your jammies all day. Don't worry. Don't worry. Welcome back, Esther. Welcome back. But yeah, like, imagine being Twisted Mexi and making Tool and Better Build By. I actually think on the last patch, people were so wildly rude to modders on Twitter. I've seen this happen before, but it every single time it just blows my mind that people think it is okay to just demand an update within 24 hours. And then there's like people that got mad at Twisted Mexi for not posting, even though they just had a vacation. Yeah, people can get really entitled. Yeah, I saw that. They were doxing Turbo Driver because they hadn't updated Wicked Whims and hadn't posted about it. It's like, come on, seriously? It's like, these people make phenomenal mods completely for free. They do all of this work for you and you give them nothing but shit. Thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know, Jellyfish. I know. I'm like, creators, modders, everyone, they like need to be able to take breaks. But I always wonder, like, where are these people in the Sims community? Because I genuinely cannot fathom that any one of you in chat right now would do something like that. Like, or at least I hope that the community that I foster here it doesn't include people that want to dox someone over not being able to be online for updating their mod. But it's like, I'm like, where do these people exist? Because I've never encountered them in the wild. I always encounter them in like screenshots of other people. But I've never actually seen someone post something like that. Catch me at your door with a pitchfork. Protecting the community. I think it's mainly the people who are only on Sims Twitter. I'm wondering if that's true because I feel like the people on Sims Twitter are the people that are posting about this. But I don't think the hate necessarily only happens on Sims Twitter. I think it's also like Sims forums and stuff. You know, like Sims Reddit and Sims Tumblr, which is, I'm not part of either of those because I'm too old for Tumblr. No, that's not true. Tumblr was actually all the rage. All the rage. Oh my God, I sounded so old when I was saying that. When I was younger, but I never really understood Tumblr. I think Tumblr is overly complicated. Not as a user. When you're just like browsing Tumblr, it's fine. But as someone who wanted, as a kid, I always wanted to have a like very successful Tumblr blog. I don't understand that shit. Like, they make the UI of Tumblr so unnecessarily complicated. There is drama, but more about CC creators paywalling rather than active hate. Honestly, let's be real, CC creators paywalling is also not okay. I am all here for CC creators getting paid for the work that they do. So, like, early access, I completely support. There's a bunch of creators that like always very nicely do like 3 weeks of early access where you can pay, and then like, you know, that sits right with me. I'm like, yes, you put a lot of work into this. That's completely fair. But like, it just completely violates the TOS of the game to perma paywall. And I'm like, why is it so hard to just respect that? Yeah, Tumblr's UI used to be exactly, Jellyfish. That's what I thought. It used to be semi-okay, but now it's just terrible. Honestly, same Lottie. Yeah, they're just humans. They need breaks as well. Also, how many tracks have we created at this point? Because we have a track here, and he's working on another one right now. As soon as it starts to get a bit dark, I think I want to do the fireworks. It's about the money, not the gameplay. Yeah. I mean, I get it. I'm a person who tries to make money online as my career. I get that you need to pay your bills and stuff. But it's just like stealing other people's content. It's like, yeah, you can make money with it, but it's just, how does that sit right with you? Yeah, you might have a point there, Joy. It is kind of like a Twitter wannabe. Although at this point, I'm not sure if you would want to be a Twitter wannabe. Because, let's be real, Twitter is a mess right now. Oh, apparently I dragged a plate of mac and cheese into my fridge, but I didn't. Sure, we can call. You can't even stand to go on Twitter anymore at this point. What's Twitter? It's this website that, like, you know, when it was still cool, it was called X. No, the other way around. The other way around. Also, hi, Amy. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. See, I can't even keep up with the names. I'm already messing them up. Definitely had a lot of UI changes when Threads and other alternatives to Twitter appeared. Right now, Tumblr just tries to stay afloat. I think that's fair, yeah.
Beep boop. Hello.
Kara, thank you so much for the 31 months. What the heck? That is such a long time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Let me actually add you to the subboard. Hold on. 31. You're a flower basket. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There we go. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you too. How have you been? It's really good to see you. I hope you've been so well. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that the kid is like getting ready a little bit because tomorrow they have to go to school. Can kids clean the kitchen? That would be so realistic. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense that they can't clean the kitchen. Like IRL, kids can clean. Speaking of cleaning, you can clean that up. Now you only use Tumblr? Really? Maybe I should get back into Tumblr. I know there's like a really active Sims community on Tumblr. Semantics, thank you so much for that second month with your Prime. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Please do enjoy all of your subby perks. Let me also add you to our subboard. You just planted your seeds. You have a brand new sub badge. Also, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. You have a number next to your name. There we go. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that lots. You guys are all so kind and so generous today. I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, my cat is licking up the paint. Shadow, bestie, don't do that. Okay, it actually kind of looks cute with your dino suit on. I'm not gonna lie. Sim is already interacting with the mess. Okay, that's cute, actually. Can I tell you to not play in this? Can I, like, raise you? Lecture about playing in trash. Pushing through your workday. You got this. You got this. Let's go, Kara! Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. That's great news. I'm keeping my everything crossed and hoping that you get approved. Although, is it our chance? Like, I don't know how that works exactly. Are chances big that you wouldn't get approved? Like, how does that work? Instagram and Discord and Twitter. That's fair. I feel like if I wasn't a creator, I would probably also not spend any time on Twitter anymore. But it's just one of those places that as a content creator, you kind of have to be on there. Unfortunately. I wish I could leave, but It's the place where all of the brands are that I need to reach and like impress and stuff. If they feel like I changed my mind in like 2 years or something. Okay. Which I guess, like knowing your whole backstory and stuff, I don't think that's very likely, is it? I've tried to convince for some random psychologist I'm trans enough. That must be really weird. That must get very confusing. Like, you're so confident in your identity that you even started this whole journey. And then there's like a random person who's like, okay, but now you have to convince me. No, you don't think you changed your mind. Exactly. That must be difficult. I can only imagine what that's like. Hold on. Okay, you actually had your food. Then I think it would be nice if you go take a quick shower. I mean, I guess it is important to have a good conversation with someone. Because it's, you know, it's good for any medical thing, I guess. Not just for this, but like for anything. If you're going to do any procedure, it's always important to have a good conversation to make sure that someone is like aware what they're going to do and what they're signing up for. But it's almost weird you have to convince someone else of something you know to be so true. Exactly, jellyfish. Yeah, same. I've seen so many Twitter alternatives, but also at the same time, there's so many now that I don't know which one to pick. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. It does take long, Robin. It does really take long. I wish it didn't, honestly. Not just for this, but again, for so many medical things. I think the wait lists and everything are just terrible. Yeah, the Netherlands is very strict. That's true. That is true. I don't get why they stop eating their food all the time. Wait, tomorrow's your birthday? Hold on, I don't think I knew that. Well, I guess I would have known that if I had seen it in Discord tomorrow, but happy early birthday. Oh my goodness. If I don't see you tomorrow, then of course I will wish you a happy birthday in the Discord still, but oh my goodness, happy early birthday. Can we get some massive early birthdays already in chat for Kara? And that's just to start the process. Yeah, Robin. I know. It is. I wish it wasn't that way. I'm so sorry that you have to wait so long. I like AI, but I also hate how they steal from artists. Yeah, I've recently learned the difference between AI and generative AI. And with specifically from generative AI. That's the part where there's a lot of shady shit happening. Because generative AI generates things based on existing data sets. And unless you can verify what the data set is that they used, they might be using a data set which includes things that aren't theirs. But we talked about this a little bit in regards to Inzoi a couple of weeks ago. And I think that was kind of like made some things for me personally click into place as well, is that I think a really big part of AI being bad is also the morale of the people using it. So like if someone decides that they want to use an illegal data set with art that isn't theirs, that they don't have the rights to, if they want to use that for their AI model, then I'm not saying AI is bad. I'm saying the person who's using it is bad. The person who created that data set, the person who is like setting the AI up to work that way is bad. AI on its own is not doing that. And I think this is something that a lot of people may not realize as consciously with AI is like, obviously it's a computer, but there's someone who programs that computer. Yeah, it was a long toilet visit. I think he needed to take a really big poop. Which is valid, by the way. Some days we all have to take a big poop. Why can I have tracks, but I cannot release them. I probably have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, wait, it's a bit early for you to go to sleep. Hold on, I just realized. Do you have laundry? Yes, go do your laundry. You love the Twitch cushion, isn't it cute? I like it a lot. It can be useful. Exactly. Yeah. It's also, it's absolutely can be useful. That's the thing. I think AI can be extremely useful if used correctly. If used with a solid internal compass of what is okay and like ethically okay to use. And that's the part where humans come in, and a lot of humans are not good people. It's just theft. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But again, it's people who made that. It is people who decided to program that. And then yes, it's a learning model, so it evolves from there. But it's in the end, it's always people using it. The AI is not generating art and spreading that art by its own. It's always people posting that art. It's always people putting in the prompts to create that art. So I think we have to hold the people that decide to use that accountable, rather than saying that something that exists is bad. Because in the end, we need to teach people about like accountability and how to take care of things. Also, you went to sleep. Hold on, no, you shouldn't go to sleep. We have fireworks to put out. Come on, go here. We have fireworks to do. Hold on, I completely forgot about this. Let me put the fireworks here. Thank you for the uptime reminder. I'm going to do a little fireworks show, and then I think it is time for me to go find someone to raid. But hold on. Light it. Can you light it as well? No. But I think you can watch it if you're here, right? Oh no, Carl, that's frustrating. Where are you going? Oh, you're okay. You're lighting it. You're lighting it. Let's go! Yay! Oh, they all go off. If you light one, they all go off. Oopsie. Okay, I didn't... I'm just trying to enjoy my fireworks, Sims. Why do you immediately have to start a fire? I'm just enjoying the fireworks here, and you have to ruin it by starting a fire. Now everyone's gonna panic. Oh, you're so close, Tori. Oh my goodness. And now everyone's gonna be tense because there was a fire. One girl who uses it to fight insurance. That's actually a solid one. I like it. But yeah, we can use it for good. We can use it for a lot of really good scenarios. And it can do things that we cannot do with our human brains at that speed. So it's like we can use it for so much good, but instead we're humans and we decide to use it for all the stupid things. The fireworks is on fire. Yeah, I'm also glad that the fireworks like put the tiles on fire. Also, Stretch Out, welcome in. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Okay, well, now everyone's panicking over here. The fire is already out. You're all good. No need to panic anymore. Oh, they're all of them were relieved at the same time. What a great day to be alive. Siri, no. That's not your bed, is it? Thank you for immediately waking up again, because that's not your place to go to sleep. I'm also going to make sure that you go to bed because you actually have to work tomorrow. You have to go back to your doctor's career. And I think tomorrow, I like the idea of the fact that tomorrow he's going to adopt a kid. And maybe because, like, while that happens, he might also be meeting a cute doctor that he can start dating. We've been solid on the side hustle. We've actually produced 2 or 3 tracks, at least 1 track. But I think we have one in the works as well. So we should have some tracks that we can release. And then Henry is going to go to his very first school day. So I think we can finally get some things moving. Are there some plans for the dark rooms? No, no, they are actually occupied, Pixie. These are rental units. So this is where my roomie Yule lives. Yule is my heir from the Pack Legacy. They live in this room. They are renting this out. And then this is where Yuki lives, which is the cousin of Yule. And if you want to see their perspective, you would have to watch the Pack Legacy on my YouTube. So they're not empty. They're just rental units. We are also renting a room in this house. So it's like a shared living space. Also, Dickie, hi, it is good to see you. I hope you're doing really well. Hello, hello. The genre is going to switch to hospital romance drama. Yeah, you're going to be watching Grey's Anatomy in The Sims, basically. I hope you'll enjoy it. Helping track and progress locate cancer growth before it can get too serious. Exactly. That's amazing. That's amazing. Pick up a pencil and draw. Yeah, just practice, you know. Of course, Dickie, of course. I hope you have some really good sleeps. Midsummer is over. Midsummer was successful, but I'm glad we still did the fireworks, though. Like, even though, of course, it's The Sims, and of course it made a fire, I'm still glad we had some fireworks, because that's fun. I rarely do that in game, so it's nice that we got to check it out. Also, it is so late again, but I think both of them are getting plenty of sleep, so that's good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find someone to raid, because like I said, I've been saying this all day, how sleepy and tired I am. So I want to make sure to go to bed on time because I have a very early start tomorrow. I need to go to the doctor's office again at 8 a.m. in the morning. So I want to make sure that I can get some good sleeps. And then tomorrow, like I said, if I manage to get my recording done on time, I will start co-working early, but I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. I basically just need to make a recording, but I can't do that when I'm co-working. But as soon as the recording is done, I can basically just get going with the co-working, and then we'll just be co-working all day tomorrow. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'll be back with more Sims on Wednesday. We are going to be playing the 100 Baby Challenge speedrun on Wednesday, and I'll be continuing with the Not So Berry Challenge on Friday. So we're gonna actually play the whole doctor drama on Friday. However, Friday's stream will start with a sponsored segment that will probably take about the first hour of stream, I guess, depending on how good of a builder I am in real life. So I can't say what we're going to do yet, but we're going to build something. Maybe home serve? Who knows? If you're hanging out here and you'd like to know when and what I stream, or you just like to hang out with this community outside of stream hours, feel free to join our Discord. We would absolutely love to have you there. And if you want to follow me on any of my other socials, everything is linked on my website. All of that was just posted in chat. And thank you, Esther, for posting the Fractal link. I am, in fact, sponsored by Fractal. And maybe potentially later in the week, we might be doing something with Fractal. Who knows? Never say sorry for lurking, Believins. Literally, anyone is always welcome to lurk. I appreciate it a ton if you want to hang out here and spend your time here, whether that be lurking or chatting. Please never say sorry for lurking. I appreciate that a ton. And thank you, Esther, for also putting Elgato in there. Elgato is also pretty cool. I actually had a really nice chat with people from Elgato today in regards to a certain charity event. So, you know, they're pretty cool. I can confirm. Better late than never. See, it works. It works. Let me actually go see who's live. Where we can send all of our friends to. Also, Andre, welcome in. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing so well. Let's see. Ooh, there's some people. There's some good people. Oh, it's always so hard to pick someone to raid. I think I know where I want to go. We're gonna go say hi to my purple friend because the lighting matches so well. You love the shirts. Let's go. I'm so glad. Let's go. Let's go. Watch first, then pick. No, the good thing is I always know when I raid Shella that she just started stream. Our streams have a really nice overlap, so we're always good. She is wearing the sweater of my dreams. Oh my god, I need her sweater. I am obsessed. I cannot wait for you guys to see her sweater. But thank you so much for hanging out today. I had good fun. Thank you for being here. If you want to, she's actually building a not so very tiny village. So it's also like a good match from going here to going over to Shellas. If you're going to come along on this raid, feel free to copy and paste one of the raid messages. Thank you all for putting the Discord and the socials in chat again as well, for anyone who missed them earlier. And then I'm going to set up that raid to Shella. I would love it if you come along. Shella is absolutely wonderful. Very purple. So that's perfect for today. That's like there's all the reasons to go there. If you're going to come along, feel free to copy and paste one of the raid message. You can use the one with the emotes if you're subbed to the channel, and otherwise you can use the one with the little green leaves. And with all of that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Go Working, or I'll see you guys on Wednesday for stream, or anywhere else this week. I'm literally live every single day this week. We're doing 9 streams in 1 week. So it's busy. It's busy. But thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate you.